It's April 11th. Been stuck in this freezer now for a while working. As you can see, it's 0 degrees in here, so it's pretty fucking cold. I really can't wait for May.
The smokestack spitting black soot into the sooty sky. The load on the road brings a tear to the Indian's eye. The elephant won't forget what it's like inside his cage. The ringmaster's telecaster sings on an empty stage. Goddamn right, it's a beautiful day. Goddamn right, it's a beautiful day.
We're recording. Hey, what are we doing?
We are on our way to the airport to pick up one Mr. Tom Rose. When we were going to pick up Tom from the airport, I was definitely glad Michael was coming with me. It's almost like you have something of your element. It's like we have the advantage. I know it sounds weird, you know, but it almost put the weirdness in his hands at that point. Like, me and Michael, we can entertain each other. Like, that's fine. I know how to entertain Michael. He knows how to entertain me. So we've never had a problem meeting people as long as we do it together. Because worst case scenario, me and Michael can just make jokes and laugh and not pay attention to the person in the back seat, which we have done plenty of times in the past when we haven't necessarily gotten along with someone who's driving around with us, or not even a matter of us not getting along with somebody, but more like, you know, there'd be times when like we'd have to pick somebody up or give somebody a ride, and it was with Michael there. It always has the feeling of like we have the one up. We're not the ones that have to feel weird. You are the one that has to feel weird. So I wasn't really nervous meeting Tom.
On the ride to get Tom that me and Dan had, that was exciting. It was like a thing where it's like, I look forward to meeting Tom, but there's also a nervousness because we talked about how it was a good thing Tom was first because we thought Tom would just be easy to get along with. Because we were worried, because you never know how people are going to act around each other. So there's a bit of excitement. There's also a bit of nervousness because you don't know how much he'll care for us, or at least me, you know. But that went away pretty quickly.
And think about ways in which we can fuck with him. So I'm thinking about maybe at some point while he's sitting in the back, we just hold hands. Okay. Don't make mention of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't acknowledge it. Just hold hands.
I like it.
See what happens. And then he can watch this video later and be like, oh, they're fucking with me.
Traveling to St. Louis. This was my first time on a plane. I've traveled, you know, kind of like cross country before, but on buses or car. So this was my first time on a plane. That was kind of cool. You show up at the airport and you wait in lines and they make you take your shit off, like your belt and your shoes. But the TSA doesn't go through your bags at all. You can smuggle anything you want on the plane, your drugs, your guns, your bombs, you know, whatever, your drug needles, all that good stuff. So it was fun. Plane rides take a long time, and they're uncomfortable. Those seats, it's like, if you've ever ridden like a public bus, right, Jason? You can talk. I've been like waiting for you to respond to anything I'm saying, but you know, it's like a bus. It's a hard seat with an old cushion that's kind of scratchy. So yeah, I got on the plane and I flew out, and then I got to Chicago, and I had a whopping 6 minutes to get through TSA and get on that plane because time zones are things, and I didn't realize that when we booked my ticket. So was kind of like barreling through Chicago O'Hare, trying to get to my my gate and shit in time. But I flew out and from Chicago, and I landed in St. Louis. And I don't have a cell phone, you guys. I'm one of those people. I think they're weird. Did you know that cell phones, like the standard, I guess you'd say, for how far it's supposed to be from your head is right young, about like 6 inches away? And I'm not feeling putting that next to my shit in my pocket. My crotch doesn't need that kind of radiation. I need my crotch. But yeah, so I don't have a cell phone, so I got to the St. Louis airport, which I don't remember the name. It was a nice airport, so you guys can look that up. It's really nice. But I don't have a cell phone, so I was relying on what I thought would be a standard in airport Wi-Fi, because the Charleston one, CHS, has free Wi-Fi, and that's how I talked to everybody before I took off. I got to the St. Louis one, and I had to ended up having to pay $10 to use their Wi-Fi to contact Dan because I was lost, and the cell phone number he gave me didn't work for like the payphone or anything. So I was kind of lost, and he was supposed to pick me up, so just wandering through the airport. I think I'd have to sleep there at night. I was kind of scared, but I ended up getting a hold of him.
When we got to the airport, it was really fun because first it was driving around in circles, being like, Tom, no Tom.
Going to Terminal 2. That's where Tom is. There's a possibility that when we pull up, Tom will be waiting for us. Also, more realistic possibility, we're going to be waiting for like a half hour with the yellow light. We're pulling in right here where it says passenger pickup. We're not a commercial vehicle. We're a passenger pickup. So we'll go to this side here. And I desperately need gas. Passenger pickup, unattended vehicles are prohibited. Do you see Tom anywhere?
No.
Okay, let's look for Tom. Any Tom? Tom Rose. Is that Tom? Is that Tom?
I don't know why you're asking.
The film must be great because you're holding that very crooked right now. And it's also dark and no one can see anything. Okay, we're exiting the passenger pickup lane because no Tom, and we can't stay. So we're exiting out. We'll be back, guys.
And I was on the wrong floor. There's like 2 levels to the airport, and people can drive up onto the second level and pick people up there. And they were downstairs, so I was just sitting on the curb hoping Dan and Michael would drive by, and they're like a whole floor down below me, and a floor I didn't know existed because I'm stupid and I don't look around when I arrive to places.
It is 8:07. Tom's flight landed at 7:20, and apparently it was on time. Right now, Michael has been dropped off at the baggage claim. I just got a message from Tom asking what exit we're at. And now I'm parked, kind of hoping I get some kind of message back from Tom, because I don't want to just drive around in circles. So this is fantastic. We will see here shortly. I only have 18 minutes left on this, so.
Is that Tom? No, that's Tom. Because we knew what Tom looked like, but there's still like, Dan did say there could always be the girl and the duck face effect where maybe he takes really good pictures of himself. So eventually, Dan sent me inside to go find him, and I was like, I've never been in an airport before, so I'm walking around, and then I finally noticed who I think is Tom coming down the steps. And I wanted to yell, "Hey, Tom!" But then I was like, if it's not Tom, I wouldn't be embarrassed. Because earlier I was like, that could be Tom, to another guy, but I didn't go up to him. So then, when I saw Tom coming closer, I made sure to get in his path. So I figured, oh, come on, how can you not recognize classic? And of course, Tom was like, Michael Classic? I was like, yes!
Dan and Michael. Michael was the one who, like, corralled me from the little pickup baggage place. And Michael's cool. Michael's tall. It's like Tyler tall. Well, not Tyler tall, because Tyler's a freak, but pretty tall. He's handsome. So handsome. I had to feign off every urge to just drop trow and just let him have his way with me. But he was cool, and then I met Dan. Dan's like my height, which is nice, because I'm kind of short. I'm like 5'9". They were funny. They picked me up, and we were driving along, and they said they were looking for me for like half an hour, and they were just driving around the little roundabout screaming, "Ah!" And the TSA just kept making them like leave and shit.
My first impression of Tom was he looked younger than I expected, but everything I thought, like, one of the funniest dudes you can ever meet. Like, I think we're funny, but he's up there.
We were out. I put my stuff down. I was hungry, and we went out. And I blamed Denny's, but I could just as easily blame this pizza that Dan bought me for my illness.
There was with Tom being a vegetarian, coming in, we weren't sure if he was a vegetarian or a vegan. So there was no real, like, we didn't know what we were going to do if he was a vegan. He was coming in at night. I knew he hadn't eaten all day. And it's hard to find a vegan meal at 9 o'clock at night on a Thursday in St. Louis. It's really kind of hard to find a vegetarian meal at 9 o'clock at night on a Thursday in St. Louis. And I think that's really kind of the core issue that we had, was that everyone was eating at odd hours. So when you eat at odd hours, what's open? Burger joints. Like, that's your options, like burgers or pancakes or waffles. You can't go somewhere and get a nice salad at 11 o'clock at night on a Friday. You know, I mean, it's unless you like go to like a steakhouse or something, which none of us were equipped for, and really none of us wanted to have to go in and wait and sit down and do any of that kind of stuff. So really, in them not having a refrigerator in the room and that kind of stuff, that's, I think, kind of the crux of the whole thing. But just him saying here, once we found out he was a vegetarian, I can deal with a vegetarian.
The place was closing. It was closed. Dan, like, knocked on the door and they let him in. And 10 minutes later, he came out with his pizza. It looked okay. It was cut weird. It was, like, squares and triangles. It just, like, looked like he hacked it. There wasn't slices. He just, like, picked up a piece and, like, a crust and, like, half the cheese the pizza would come with it. And underneath, like, the provolone or whatever's on top of pizza, mozzarella, there were clearly the fucking distinguishable Kraft singles, like, half melted. It was gross.
Everyone's saying about, like, food that we provided, he got him sick, whatever. Like, he didn't eat anything that I had in my house. We got food out, and it was all Tom's choice. Like, Tom wanted to go crazy that weekend. You know, Tom wanted to eat, like, crazy food that he normally doesn't eat. He got it, you know. And it just didn't seem like his body was prepared for it. I didn't feel any guilt about Tom getting sick. I felt bad that Tom got sick, but, you know, it was really a thing where it's like,
It did not take that long to realize that he fit in really well with us. Like, we would joke, he would go along with it, he would joke, we'd go along with it. When we picked up Danielle, like, he got in on how silly we get and, you know, trying to make her life hell by seeing how stupid we can be. And it was a really fun night. And I still stand by, I'm glad he was the first one. Not loved everybody, but I think it was best that he was the first one and we got to interact with him first. And I think it calmed our nerves and being like, this is going to be a great weekend.
Michael, Tom, and I really, like, talked all night, hung out, got, you know, loosened up. Like, it was his first night in town, and we made the joke that Tom and Michael got all their sports talk out of the way Thursday night, and then on our way to pick up Jason and Justin from the airport, me and Tom got all our rap talk out of the way because we knew that Jason and Justin were going to have none of that when they got in the car. You know, me and Tom, we talked about hip hop, rap music, and music in general, and like weird pop culture things that me and Tom are into that no one else is, and conspiracy theory stuff. It was nice. Like, I know we were trying to capture everything for the documentary, but we specifically were like, turn the camera off, let's rap. You know, like we turned the chair backwards and put our hat on backwards and said, let's get real. You know, it was a really fun experience having that time alone with Tom, being able to kiss a little bit and get more comfortable with each other. You know.
But I ate a good half of that pizza, and then I went to sleep in Max's room, and with all of Dan's cats, all of them, they all crawled in bed with me, which was cool at first. It was comforting. It was like, oh, kitties, but then these are strange kitties. And I was a little afraid that they would like try to steal my breath at night or something.
Hey, it's currently a little after midnight, I believe. Just got done work. I got a couple hours to get a nap. I didn't really sleep yesterday at all, so I'm gonna be pretty wired. Really nervous about this. Not the flying, it's just the travel arrangements and all that. Can't wait till I'm just in St. Louis in a few hours and can just relax. So I'll check in a little later after I wake up. Yeah, we'll see what's going on then. So the night before me and Justin had to head to the airport, we were supposed to be there early in the morning. I think our flight left at 7, so we had to be on the road at like 4:30, something like that. And I had gotten done work, got home, and it was a little after midnight, like 12:30, 12:40, somewhere in there. And I, for whatever reason, just couldn't sleep very well that week. And the entire time I'm just laying in bed. It's like, and sleep now, and that wasn't working. So I'm the kind of guy who stresses about big stuff like that. I'd never flown before. I had no idea what to do with tickets when we got there. I had no idea parking, any of that stuff. So airports are kind of set up for people who have already flown before. If you've flown before, you know where to pick up your baggage. You know where to get picked up if someone's picking you up. You know where to go to park. You know where to get vouchers. You know where to get your boarding pass. You know how the TSA screening stuff works and how they're going to search you. You know all that. Airports aren't really set up for people who aren't used to flying. So myself and Justin were on the road. I managed to fall asleep and got about 1-2 hours, something like that. And me and Justin were on the road by 4:30. Just loaded up on energy drinks, and we had to drive to Philadelphia, which I hate because Philly is an awful, awful place. I'm operating on about 2 hours of sleep. What about you, Justin?
I've got a good 6-7 hours, so I'm in my zone. I'm in it to win it.
I noticed you didn't get a shot of your face.
Got plenty of it.
It's really sexy.
Got plenty of it.
We're on our way to the airport. It is currently the ass crack of dawn. I don't know what time is it, like 5?
It's good walking time right now.
Yeah.
You're taking a risk of getting stabbed and murdered, though.
In Millville, New Jersey, yes. It's like 5 a.m. and we're headed to the airport, so we'll check in when we get there.
Oh, that's nasty. Hi.
And it's just layered shitty streets on top of each other. Fucking 100-year-old streets, constantly under construction, yet nothing's ever fixed. And that's Philadelphia in a nutshell. But to get to Philadelphia, we had to drive through a toll, which I, in my neurotic screening of details, completely forgot I needed cash. I'm the kind of guy who never carries cash on him. I just have my card, which you can't pay for at a toll. So we got put in timeout where an officer was supposed to talk to us after a while. People are walking like they're not coming here.
Maybe they think that we're already back there.
In their parking lot? How would I get there? That would be like I do a U-turn past 7 lanes of traffic and then park in their fucking weirdo toll booth guy parking lot.
Hey, what are you?
I hate this fucking city. I hate toll booths. I hate congestion and traffic and silliness.
People.
Oh my god, I can't wait till I could just be a passenger. I'm never the passenger. I can't wait till I just get to go to fucking St. Louis and not have to worry about anything. Nothing. Like, no more arrangements or travel or, you know what? Fuck this, we're leaving. I
don't think we should leave. What time is it?
It's almost 6, dude. It's been like fucking 7 minutes. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's an eternity sitting here.
It feels like a lot more than
I feel like I'm in
something.
timeout.
Yeah. Aren't we?
Kinda. $5 is what this is over. A fucking debt of $5. Oh, that ain't good.
Oh, that ain't good.
Jesus Christ, man. Come on. Really? This is what it's like?
He's
Just
gagging and coughing.
doors
Shit.
this big, he's this big. It's...
This thing was built around me.
I was born in this toll booth.
You merely work here.
Oh, God. I'm leaving.
I think it's a bad idea because then they're going to look you up and then it's a ticket.
So what? Ticket me. At this point, it's worth it. It's worth it. Ticket me. I'm leaving.
I don't see anybody coming.
I gave them a chance.
Do you see him?
That's that worried announcing voice. It's like,
I
am leaving. The entire time we're sitting there, we're thinking this is all over $5. This is over a debt of $5, and just let us go. I'll pay it later. Send me a bill, whatever. And eventually, we just left. I still haven't got a bill from that. I don't. Hopefully, no one from Philadelphia sees this and reports me, I guess.
All right, it's recording. We don't know where we're going.
We don't. Yeah.
Set the mood.
Day 3 of our journey. We are
This
lost
is-
at the airport.
We're somewhere around a airport.
So, like, oh my god, that's nice and bright.
It's actually not too bad when you're looking at it through a camera. We're like assholes to everybody else. Like, look at these fucking tourists. Hope they die.
Some bitch just got out of her car and walked away. Like, that's like, you just abandoned your vehicle, like, presumably out of frustration. She just went, fuck it.
Can you rage quit life?
I'm disconnected.
You just like fucking just cut your fucking throat.
Economy parking.
Economy parking, you see it right there.
That's
folks.
where I want economy parking.
Tender juicy steaks.
Tender juicy steak. All right, here we go. We're going to economy parking.
Economy parking.
It's a $5 toll to get into the parking.
No. Another
Pull over
ticket.
to the side of Philly. I wonder what's going to happen with that. Like, I'm expecting a letter in the mail. Like, that's...
You'll probably get that letter in the mail before you even get home.
That they'll be super efficient about. Where are we going?
Oh, that's Delaware.
Was that parking? I don't understand.
U.S.
Economy
Airways.
parking. Here we go.
Economy
Here we go.
parking.
Economy parking.
That guy.
Parking. Economy parking. What's happening?
We're going. Oh, we better turn the camera off.
Why?
Because.
There's no one here. I'm just taking a ticket.
What are they, robots?
Yeah, robots.
There's robots everywhere.
Robots run this shit.
Be nice to the robots. Phone.
Tell me about your beloved Eggles.
Focus. Shut up.
Focus on tradition.
I'm wearing spandex. Perfect shot.
Thank you.
I see that ticket.
It's good footage, good ticket footage.
It's upside down.
Sorry, I'm driving. There's that
Okay,
whole
yeah, you got
driving.
that whole thing going on. Oh,
I got bigger things.
you got bigger fishes to drive.
I guess we just find an open spot and leave our vehicle forever?
Well, yeah. We just get out and just walk away. Where is the airport?
Back that way. So, like, this is the biggest mall parking lot ever.
Pretty much just keeps going. Like a TNA video for somebody's entrance. Industry! Vehicles! How much metal did it make to build these cars?
How much metal did it make to do?
How much metal did it make?
We should mention we're both very punchy from lack of sleep.
I'm actually doing pretty good. Even like I'm in my element, my fifth element.
Where do I go when I don't
We can just stop
find
right here.
spot?
It says right here, stop.
Stop, okay.
Stop.
I'll just presume the car will be here when I get back.
Oh yeah, it'll be here already.
There's a bus.
Holy shit! Bus came out of nowhere. He owns it. Probably thinks we're terrorists. Oh wait, is that a parking spot? No. Jesus Christ, we had to park
Where
towards
the
back.
fuck?
Wait, there's a spot. I'm gonna get out, and I'm gonna take some pictures
Of?
where we are, because it is a block of vehicles. And
So we found a parking spot, and then we found our terminal and all that. I'll spare you all the boring details. Philly International is a huge airport, and when you've never been to an airport before, that's like jumping into the deep end. So big airport, and every airline has its own terminal. So American has one, Southwest, which is what we flew, had one, and like we found the one that we were supposed to get to. And by the time we got through the TSA screening, got our boarding passes, got all that stuff, we literally got to the gate the second, like we were in Group A. Like I booked our tickets really early, and we were we were all set. They were literally boarding that when we got there. Like we were just at the tail end of the line to be boarded on that. So, yeah, we got another few minutes and we would have missed our boarding call. So that's awesome. Flight was fine. That was comfortable. I mean, as can be. I'm a pretty big dude, and I sat by the window, and it's just kind of cramped. Like it's like sitting on a bus with wings. It really is. You'd picture it being more luxurious or something, but it's not. And then we landed in St. Louis.
When I picked up Tom from the airport, and when I picked up Jason and Justin from the airport, when I was, as I mentioned, when I was younger, I did a lot of traveling. I was involved with the hemophilia community. Me and my mom would go and speak at different meetings. My mom was the president of something, and we went around. Like, I probably flew 25, 30 times before I was 18 years old, you know? So airports, no problem. I spent the night in airports before. I had no problem with airports. I took that for granted. I didn't think about the fact that I'm dealing with people who had never been on a plane. Tom, Jason, and Justin had never been on planes before. They had never been picked up from the airport before. So all they know is what they see in movies and TV shows where it's like they get off the airplane and, you know, they're waiting there with a sign that says Tom on it and stuff like that. And then, you know, but the reality is, to do that, I'd have to pay like $30 in parking fees to go in, and I wouldn't be able to stand at the gate. I'd have to stand in the baggage claim and hope that they make it to the baggage claim, even though they didn't check any bags. And so with Tom, it was really hard because he didn't have a phone, or at least didn't tell us he had a phone. So he ended up having to pay for airport Wi-Fi to be able to get on Facebook to message us. So that's why we had such a hard time finding Tom. We drove on like 5 times trying to find Tom before I finally sent Michael in and kept driving. Because that's another thing at the airport. They don't let you sit somewhere. You got to keep moving because, you know, you could have a bomb or something. And I didn't even think about that stuff going in. That was my fault. definitely should have made better preparations for that.
Well, we drove, as was Michael and Dan's experience picking me up from baggage person claim or whatever you call it. Finding you and he was a little difficult. You think we were looking for you really because you're like how many lumbering 6, 7 fucking ginger beards are just wandering around an airport, but. We drove around like a good 6 or 7 times looking for you, leaning out the window, screaming, Jason! And you never showed up. But eventually, you lumbered into the horizon. I'm gonna quit saying lumbered. I'm just with you. And yeah, I thought Justin was gonna be shorter. Justin's like my height. That's cool. And he's very trim. Justin's he's a barrel-chested lad, and you're tall. That made me feel insecure. And
Hey, sweeties. So, me and my wife Dan, we're about to leave for our honeymoon.
Michael was gonna call me if he woke up, but he did not. It's probably for the best because I don't think I have enough room in this van here for everybody.
Classic could have rode on my lap.
Have to stuff Justin in the trunk or something.
Tie him to the roof like a couch.
So, very shortly, according to Jason, they're outside. They can't be hard to spot, right? Like, it's not like you yesterday. Like, yesterday we were like, I don't know, he could look different from his picture, you know? Like, who knows what he looks like? I'm just like, Tom, and yelling Tom.
And I was upstairs.
Yeah, and you're upstairs, so you couldn't hear us.
Thinking that was the bottom floor.
So let's see here. A lot more traffic than there was yesterday. Let's see if he gets it. Let's see if they figured it out. Watch them be upstairs.
Dude, where are you?
Okay, like I said, I can't imagine it's gonna be hard to pick them out.
There's all these 6-foot ginger beards around.
There he is. I guarantee it. No, that's not him, right? No, well, no, he's svelte. Guy just walked up there.
Oh,
I don't know.
can't see who you're
It's a
looking
6-foot bald man. Of course, the one day we come to the airport to pick up Jason, there's 12 6-foot bald guys hanging out.
Say hi, everybody waiting for your rides.
But no, that's a black guy. It's D'Lo Brown. Okay. Let's see here.
Oh, that's D'Lo Brown, really?
No, he's too tall
Try to get a hold of him.
and in shape. And not dumpy. Okay, let's look here. There! That's them right there. That's them.
That old man thinks I'm beckoning.
Yes.
Why are you wearing a coat? It's St.
Go up
Louis.
here.
It's St.
That
Louis,
way.
Jason.
Up here.
When he gets to the door, just kind of like jerk a little bit.
You want to get out?
No.
No?
I was saying when he gets to the door and grabs the handle, just pull forward.
Yeah, you should get out.
Oh wait, Jason gets fucking shotgun?
No, I'm not saying he gets shotgun. I'm just saying. No, they're just coming in. Here we are. Oh, they're right there. They're right next to you.
Oh god. The door. How do you
It's
open
not locked. Just pull it hard. Pull it hard.
Yank it.
There you go, sir.
Hey, Justin.
We're filming
just
you guys.
Stop in the middle of the lane. Fuck those guys. They don't know who we are.
We're trying to motion because we had to go down here.
We're fucking famous. These people should get it together.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, oh shit. I filmed myself for a second.
Hi.
Hey.
You're filming me.
Just jumped into the wrong car. Somebody like drove right up, nodded at us like, hey, how you doing?
Okay, and we're off. It was very easy to spot them because it's like there's a big giant bald redhead guy and there's a smaller redhead guy and you see him and you're like, oh, okay, there's Jason and Justin. And Justin was wearing like a winter coat. Also, I mean, coming in from Jersey, you know, And it was kind of hot here that day, so they took off their coats first thing, and Justin left his coat in my van. So I still have a piece of Justin with me at all times in my van.
So you guys hopped in the van, and it was cool. We all hugged and stuff, and yeah, we recorded a little bit, I think, in the van.
How are you guys? It's amazing.
Hello, sir. I would say Justin. I'll get that later. I can't. My arm doesn't reach that way.
Sure just did a three-way, but you know,
We're good. Michael's still asleep.
That's fine.
So
That's fine, dude. I don't blame him. I'd be asleep too if I had the option.
I was thinking Mike would
too.
wake up before 9 o'clock.
he's been getting up early recently because I told him he had to because Paul wasn't around, so he has to do the news now. So
you keep him chained to a desk?
yeah, basically. I pick him up every day, put him in my house.
You come out the basement at 6.
If I'm in a position where I'm hosting somebody, I immediately go in entertainment mode. Not so much with Sean and Michael because I've known them for so long, but Sean can probably attest that in the beginning, it's like I feel nervous if I think someone's getting bored with me. So there was a lot of like, hey, let's go do this and let's go do this. I'll take you. What do you guys need? Hey, you guys, they needed some toothpaste because they got the toothpaste confiscated. Took them to Target. I got some toothpaste and got some stuff. And then they're like, oh, you guys want to eat? Here's all the places we can eat. And they're like, I just want to go to Denny's. So I'm like, okay, we'll go to Denny's. So we went over to Denny's. And Jason and Justin and me all got the same thing, which was like a bacon cheeseburger type thing. And then Tom loaded up on eggs and grits and just the hash browns and toast and just like the biggest, most disgusting Denny's breakfast you can imagine. But it was nice that we got a chance to sit down and talk and relax, and it was funny at one point because that's when shit started happening on the network end, and me and Jason were both sitting there on our iPhones, like dealing with network stuff, and then we were getting asked questions, and we're sitting there across from each other, and we realized, hey, this is kind of a business lunch. Like, this is the first time in person that we're doing business with each other. So we sat back and we talked about the network and solved a problem at Denny's, and that was neat. It was fun until we left, and that became the time where I felt like I needed to drive them places, and we went to a video game store, and then we were going to go to like a Dungeons and Dragons type store place, but it was closed, and that's when Tom got sick.
Yeah, people in St. Louis, their work days start at noon. They wake up at 11. They go to work. They work for like 2 hours, and then they drink. It's St. Louis. It's pretty awesome. It was a good like 2 pounds of food, and I spent $4 on it. It should have been my first indication that I shouldn't have done that. But I felt fine. We were driving, and then it was like somebody just dropped bowling balls in my belly, and I was just sitting in the front seat just going like this, like just trying to maintain my composure because I just felt like shit all of a sudden. And then you guys were like, are you okay? And I was just sitting there with this lukewarm puddle of fucking grits and a styrofoam coffin in my lap, and I'm just trying not to barf in it. And we end up we're driving to, like you said, we're going to Ogre at this point to check out. It's like a gaming hobby shop, you guys. And we were going to there. It was closed, and I took that opportunity to. Did I throw up at that point, or just throw out my breakfast? I think I just threw out my breakfast.
Yeah, you just threw out your breakfast.
Yeah, I threw out my breakfast with authority.
So we see a little bit of St. Louis. We kind of drive around here and there, but nothing's really open. There's nothing really to do. V-Stock was pretty cool. It's like a converted bookstore, half and half. It looks like an old Borders books combined with a vintage video game shop with all kinds of like just fantasy books and D&D, some D&D material, not a ton. Some different roleplay stuff, lots of like Dreamcast and PlayStation. Your main last 15 years or so video games, all that stuff. It's pretty cool. So that was neat to see. Eventually, we figured we'd killed enough time, and we were like, well, you know what? Let's try and check into the hotel and put our bags away and get our shit together, kind of rest up for a little bit, and check in. And that they had a really weird check-in policy there.
And they were like, well, we can't check you in till like 4:30. And like, that's a weird check-in time, but they made us leave. And we asked for a cot. We did. When we got there, we asked for a cot. We're going to get back to this later. We specifically asked for a cot before we even fucking checked in. And put a little pin in that, you guys. So we leave, and we ride up to Dan's house. And we get there, and we meet very preggers Danielle. And she was so preggers. Dan knocked her the fuck out, man. And past Max was in her belly.
So we killed some time, again, over at Dan's house, played some video games, hung out, and eventually we killed enough time so we could finally check into our room, which they charge you for the whole day. That doesn't seem fair. That's just to me, because like checkout time's like 11 a.m., but check-in time's 4:30. Does it take 5.5 hours to clean a room? I don't know. I've never cleaned one. Well, after Tom, yeah. So yeah, that's probably accurate. I guess they're just planning on someone being deathly ill. But yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So this
is our lovely room.
This is the hotel room. This is where the magic happens, ladies and gentlemen.
This is where we're going to be assembling the bomb.
This picture
is fucking acceptable.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this picture.
There's an earthquake at the
No, we
moment.
really should. If maybe it's just Comedy Central.
Look at this. Look at this blur.
No, I was seriously complaining. Yeah, look, dude, they're all fucking shit. Man.
Oh, and an Adam Sandler movie? I fucking
They're all
quit.
like buzzed. Our TV's busted.
Is it going to be good enough to play Injustice?
Well, when they bring, I don't know, dude. When they bring the cot in for Tyler.
Put it right here.
We'll just make one big bed. That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Fuck it. Why not?
That's really weird.
We can all share one giant bed.
I don't know. These are pretty large beds.
Not big enough. We need bigger.
I was wearing the one that said soft. Don't ever want to know first.
So we all decided to just kind of meet up at the hotel room and decide what we're going to do. Because we never really talked about what we were actually going to do that first night. We were going to watch a movie. And we were kind of just deciding on if we wanted to do that night or what we wanted to go see and that stuff. So everyone started converging. So Dan and Michael were there, and we were waiting on Sean and Tyler, who we had no idea where he was. Like he didn't leave his house until like 9, 10, something like that. But we were at Denny's, and he still hadn't left yet that morning. So we didn't even know if he was going to get there that day at that point. Like we had no idea.
And we're waiting for fucking Tyler, who thought it was a good idea to leave at like 10 a.m. his time for his 9-hour drive. So we're just sitting around waiting for him, and so we were just waiting for Tyler, and then Tyler eventually texted us and said, "I'm here," and like, come get me or whatever. And I go to get him, and I open the door, and like he's like standing there like a big lumbering axe murderer, and I jump back, and fright.
It's TV's Tyler.
Let me set my
It is fucking wrist was up there.
That was the best part of the trip. Wait, this isn't a trip. I haven't gone anywhere.
That's
Go find Sean?
Yeah.
He's out by my van, Tom.
no high or anything. That's fine.
If you go out this exit right here, the one right in front of you here, he turn right. He'll be right there.
One of the coolest things about that entire trip, and pretty much the point of it, was everyone got to sit in the same room and talk to each other and actually do something as simple as play a game in the same room or play cards or go see a movie together, that kind of thing. And The coolest part was everyone was exactly the way they were online as they were in person, which is really cool. I mean, it would be hard for anybody to keep up like a persona or something on Skype after knowing them for months and months and months, or a year or two or whatever, and it would be kind of tough for everyone to just it's like, oh, that's not Tyler doesn't sigh in real life, I feel betrayed. It's kind of cool that everyone is just who they were.
For everyone that I actually I met them and hung out with them for the weekend, they're pretty much as you would imagine them to be. They're really no different as far as like their persona on their shows or how you could chat with them. They're pretty much the exact same way. Pretty much the exact same type of person in real life too, and I tended to do a lot of that. The only thing was Justin seemed to be a lot quieter in person than he tends to be on the show. I think maybe it's one of those things where he kind of needs to get to know you first, but...
That was cool. Dan and Sean and Michael showed up. That was our first time meeting Sean. And he illuminated a room. Like, when he walked in, we had to cut the lights off because it's too bright.
Jason, pretty much the same as I had going into it. I've talked to Jason beforehand. I've seen him in videos, seen him in pictures, so I knew what to expect with Jason.
Matt Morgan. My first impression of Tyler, Matt Morgan. Like, I've heard Jason say that. I was like, I guess. But when you see him in person, you're like, he does look like he looks like Matt Morgan. And he's a big, Jason's a mountain of a man. Tyler is more of like,
The linebacker.
yeah. Fucking, he looks like skyscraper. Fucking, and he and again, what I expect. My favorite part of Tyler though is you get the size you get, or you say something that you get to him. That's the best part. That's a real thing and not just like an act he puts up.
Tyler's really, really tall. I think Sean and Tyler were like unacceptably tall. Like, 6 foot's nice, but anything over that, you're taken away from us, Jason.
Jason, he's a mountain of a man, but he's what you expect. You don't get anything different. In person, Justin's a little bit more reserved, quiet. He'll get in his lines and he'll add to the conversation, but he's not as in your face as you would think. But I think that's a good thing. I'm pretty sure some people would be scared to hang out with Justin in person, but don't worry, it's not as bad as you think. It's really fun.
Justin was small. I did not realize he was that short.
Once more, I felt incredibly awkward because I just wanted to sit down and collect myself rather than go on adventures. And I wanted to go on the adventure. I wanted to cruise around what was going on inside the hotel. But it was pretty cool meeting everybody and talking and stuff like that. Seeing how thick everybody was.
Okay. My first impression of Tom was Tom got in the car and he immediately made a racially charged joke. So I was like, okay. And not a racist joke, but and then that's like Tom. It was immediate. Like me and Michael and Tom, it was like we were a comedy trio. Like it was. Michael and I are known for banter back and forth nonstop. Like anybody who hangs out with us knows that the stuff on the show isn't just on the show. We annoy my wife constantly when we're driving in a car because it's just us back and forth nonstop. And Tom came in and it was like having a third. It was like Sean being there. It was, okay, we can hang. We know each other. We got the punchlines. It's all good.
Tyler is one big motherfucker.
Jason and Justin, kind of the same way. Justin immediately started complaining about stuff, and Jason did his, like it was the second Jason got in the car, it immediately felt like a Skype conversation with them. It was no different. And we did the same thing where we turned the cameras off for a little bit and just talked, and we talked about the radio and the music and stuff like that. So it was a real easy transition with those guys.
Me and Michael and Sean is pretty cool. Like, obviously the personalities of shooting from the hip, right? Rather than, Dan, because, Dan sucks and all. No, I don't want to say that. That seems cruel now that he almost died. His weakness!
Okay, how about this? People have said that you were, like, not what they expected on the trip.
Like who?
Like Dan. Dan was one. Meeting Dan in person, it's pretty much exactly what I expected. Real nervous energy about him, especially when we first got there. I think he felt like he needed to entertain us and take us to different places, and we kept saying, it's like, oh, it's fine, dude, you don't have to take it. Like, he just kept wanting to take us to different spots, and everything was closed at the time, so, yeah, I don't know if he was frustrated with that or whatever, but I mean, once we chilled in his basement for a while, and it was a lot more relaxed. We could just sit back and make cracks about what's on TV or play a video game, something like that. So, Michael and Sean, really cool guys, especially Sean. It was really nice to meet Sean in person and just kind of shake his hand, because he's so quiet on the show that it's kind of nice to have a conversation with him. And it's, yeah. Tyler, I like Tyler. He's like the Goonie brother I never had. Whereas Justin is a bit more aggressive and will tell you things straight up. Tyler reminds me of the little kid from A Christmas Story. That, come on, guys! That I always think of that when I think of Tyler. Like, he's this lovable goon, and I love him. Tom is this little wood nymph. Real free spirit. He never fucking wore shoes. He would just walk around the hotel like he owned that shit, and just sucks. And he did this other thing. He grabbed the pillows were labeled with these little sashes, like they were mayors, and they had soft and firm on them to let you know what, like you couldn't just tell. But he would wear it around his neck like a fucking badge, like some press badge. Like, he would go around the hotel, and he kept it with him the entire time until he was retching. But yeah, the entire time he was wearing that. Yeah, so it was just really cool hanging out with everybody. Danielle was cool to meet in person. Met Megan briefly in Target. She didn't recognize me. Still has no recollection of that ever happening. Me, Tom, and Justin all met her in Target. And yeah, it was really cool. Just sitting down, meeting everybody, and hanging out in person.
Oh, if you don't know where to go, you can follow him. I mean, that's not a big deal.
This shouldn't work.
Okay. Jason?
Oh, fuck you. I'm getting on this side.
With that leg room, you cool with that?
Fuck.
Yep.
I don't know how to make this work.
Tyler made it work. Look at him.
My fucking spine, man. Oh my god.
When I get in the car, the tires just go whoop.
Let's do the math real quick. How much is in this car?
Total combined weight of tag team.
Okay, we did it, guys.
Hooray! Oh, I forgot something.
Fucking clown car. Shit. Okay, Sean can't go over 3 miles.
We won't get up a hill. We have to all lean to one side when he tries to left. Oh god, we're tipping.
It's good that we have it distributed. I don't think I have any other choice but to have it distributed. Do you have air conditioning, Sean? No, I mean, I'm not saying like turn it on. I just wanted to know, because if not, I was gonna open the window.
I do have air conditioning. Or I can open the window.
Oh.
Keys fell out of my pocket.
Well, they're gone now.
Well, they're lost to the sea.
Good luck getting your hand.
Are you just? I was about to say, how is this working back
It's
here?
working pretty good for me. I got
Get
to
a shot
of my fucking my legs, dude. I'm fucking trapped in here.
You're trapped in here.
I'm trying.
I'm the one that's got like an extra 6 inches of leg.
Yeah,
We're gonna open this.
Most of my seats.
We're gonna open this door and just fall out.
So we got done the movie, and we all just decided to grab some fast food. Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake is fucking awesome. I wish we had one in Jersey. We don't that I know of. But we all just grabbed some fast food, went back to the hotel room, and again, cramming seven large dudes, except for Tom and Justin, into this room was a little awkward. But I think for Dan, Michael, and Sean, it felt more special doing it that way, if I had to take a guess. Because if we hung out in their basement, there was a night in their basement. That would have been cool too, don't get me wrong, but this was like a night out or something. Just something cool. This was the first real indication that Tom might not be doing well. He had been fine all day after Denny's and everything. He had been fine, and then we ate some Steak and Shake, and I think all he had was a couple of French fries. That's all he got. A couple of French fries, and immediately was sick. Like, not just, man, I'm not feeling good, like, down sick, like in the bathroom. And we were still under the impression that it was something to do with the food he was eating. Because he's a vegetarian, we thought maybe he's just not used to eating grease or anything like that. But, yeah, that was a pretty big red flag looking back on it.
There we go.
I'm not even sure why we're recording this.
Because we have to document.
Tom's death?
Slow,
slow death?
Oh, I mean, this is like the sequel. Like, we don't want to... Oh, hi, Sean.
Hi, how's it going?
He hasn't been in it yet, so now he is. Oh, jeez. Okay, turn the sound back on the movie. I can't do that. Okay, so, Tom, we need to figure out what we're going to do about Tom eating. Like, we need to figure out something for Tom to eat, right? Like... Quickly, we need to figure out something for Tom to eat. Tyler, what do you think Tom should eat?
I don't know, but maybe we should stop by maybe tomorrow morning, stop by a grocery store.
Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Oh.
With our no fridge.
Oh, yeah, right there. Do that. Keep going.
Check the save.
Okay. Keep going. Yeah.
And I eventually just called the front desk to one bitch about our cot that still wasn't there because Tyler he looked uncomfortable sleeping on the air conditioner, and two, fix our TV.
Okay, so the situation is as follows.
Are you gonna film me calling them something?
Yep. We were supposed to have a cot, and there's no cot.
This is fucking bullshit. Hand me that thing.
What?
The dossier.
The dossier? Oh, this.
Dossier?
This.
Hand over the document.
There you go.
The fucking dossier? Did I say that?
Alright, when we got here 3:30.
It's a simple misunderstanding. Go fucking get one of the minions to bring it.
Understandings.
Minions.
This misunderstanding is unacceptable.
Sean, with Sean, with your experience staying in hotels, who do you think's right in this situation?
I am a world traveler.
Yeah. Who do you think is correct? You think it's Tom who thinks that?
I think if we go Tom's route, there's a good chance of getting kicked out of here.
I live by a simple rule. Don't be a dick.
Especially when they come down here and see 7 guys in one room.
We need one cot.
I can ask that be guest service?
It doesn't just say front desk?
No.
So am I telling them that their behavior is unacceptable?
Lobby, but that's not.
You tell them to go fuck themselves. That's what you tell them.
You bring this guy and then you go back to your desk and fuck yourself.
I don't think they let the HDMI work on that.
Did you try the side HDMI? Or every time you switch it switches back?
Yeah.
Wait, let's try it with a remote.
Yeah, try it with the remote.
Pressing 3 or 4. Is it 5?
That doesn't even fucking
And our TV's broken.
No, TV's not broken. They probably don't allow it.
They don't allow foreign entertainment.
my cock.
All right.
Well, maybe it's a matter of it not recognizing it. Yeah. Keep trying that. Do you know which HDMI port it's in?
It's in one.
Well, then we had to just go to one.
Balls.
And we're gonna find out we can't watch Grizzly Man and Tom doesn't get his cop. That's
That's a recipe for disaster.
I don't see. I mean, I guess. Sure.
Yeah, just keep switching back. Son of a bitch.
Ask about it.
Yeah. Can we use these?
So, at this point, they're furious with this hotel room. Look at the anger on Tyler's face. Like, oh shit, that was the world famous Tyler sigh. We saw it, we heard it in person.
I've never heard that in. It's like a dragon shell. It's not room service, I guess, dude. It's either lobby or.
Try guest service.
194.
Okay, Tom, do this.
Don't be a dick. Just be cool.
Isn't it?
What do I hit?
194.
Just dial 194?
I don't know. That's what it said.
Hi, we're in room 162 and we ordered a cot this morning and it's not here.
This morning is being disingenuous as to what happened.
Okay, thank you.
Pussy now.
Jason told me not to.
What was the answer? What was the answer?
You listen to everybody that's older than you?
What was the answer, Tom? What'd you get?
She said we'll try to find one.
We'll try and find one.
Wow, that is not the.
Yeah, I will be calling back shortly.
Shit, this is the end of day one. Tyler's currently.
Hooting up the storm.
He is. That's nice. He's on his cot.
I got to spend most of the afternoon in a holding cell. That was fun.
Yeah, that's a story for another time. 1%. Oh yeah, we're not watching Grizzly Man tonight.
Yeah, we are.
Maybe we will. I don't know, man.
By the time we're done with that push-up party,
We'll update while we're sleeping. I left Madden in there too, so we can play Madden. Come on, Jason.
I'm not. No.
in person.
No, I can't.
You feeling good about that WWE 13 match?
I am.
Let's play some Madden, see how you feel.
But I don't wanna. Like the Madden one was even.
You
like,
can pick the best team. I'll use the worst one.
I don't know what the best team is. I don't know. Do they still have all Madden?
Huh?
Do they still have all Madden?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to play that though. I'm just gonna lose. Like I.
Can I use a Legends team? Sure. You only beat me by 50 this time. Huh? Barry Sanders almost had 100 yards.
So, day one, Tyler got here. What, around 5:30?
5:30.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So we got all
Tom
day.
barged in on Dusty.
Yeah, I
Bird's
saw
bathroom.
Justin's dick.
Yeah, that's. Nothing to be ashamed of, that boy. Nothing to be ashamed of. We're 4%. That's not bad.
Yeah, we're gonna, by the time he's done in the shower, we'll be ready to go.
Oh, Justin takes long showers, dude.
Me too.
Luxurious showers.
He's gonna be taking a bath soon, apparently, with that shower.
I think it's just a thing you gotta fuck with the drain.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you know how much we spent for this room and nothing
Probably
in
like
it
my
works?
old apartment where it would just back up, like it wouldn't drain properly.
But I mean, I fiddled with, like, I think it's got a weird plug system thing where, like, it'll just, like, there's like a twisty mechanic, and like sometimes it'll just let go and plug up the, because like instant.
Or they maybe just don't, or maybe they just don't clean the pipes.
Maybe I only was in the shower for a minute or two. Like it wasn't long. Just kind of hosed down, soaked up, hosed off. I didn't have to shave or nothing. So
The whole hotel room smells like soap, like hotel soap.
yeah, that's shower gel. We bought that.
Oh.
Like travel stuff.
Nothing has worked in this room.
That's not.
No,
the bed works fine.
We ordered a cot at 4, and we just got it 10 minutes ago at midnight 10.
See, this is what happens when you get
Let's
me
do
a
the
bed
math
that's
there.
like
5, 6,
that's like 6 inches shorter than I am, as my feet are gonna
8
accidentally.
hours. It took them 8 hours to find that cot over there that Tyler's sitting on. Show 'em.
And my feet are gonna kick the table because I'm like
Well, you
6
can pull it
inches.
up a little, can't you?
The bed's kind of going up right
It
up against
is,
the
yeah.
chair.
Then that's that lamp behind it.
got this. Don't film
I almost want to.
Well, it's teamwork, man.
Almost want to lay here just to see him try to drag me.
It's the TWR
I can totally
Con.
drag you. I lift weights, bro.
I think you're totally just like shooting my ass right now.
No, you're all in the frame, I think. I don't know. I'm not looking at it. Dude, you could fucking assist him in the least. You can.
Try to push it.
No, he fucking sat there and he was like, "Oh, I lift, bro. I'm gonna do
He
it."
doesn't lift Tyler's. Like, oh, you're gonna break that cot. Like, it's just gonna slump and bend. All right, that's fine. That's great. It's for the calendar. Let me zoom in.
You got half a stiffy hovering over Tyler's
I'm gonna
ass.
be sleeping only inches from Justin.
Yeah, dude, you keep farting like that. He will just hit you with something.
I'm gonna wake up. He's gonna be smothering me with a
He's
pillow.
just
You're
like
you're gonna wake. Oh, he's gonna pretend to sleep.
Justin has a limit, and if you cross it, he would just embarrass you in front of everyone.
10%. Nice.
Yeah, that's fine.
For some reason, I was expecting when I let that one out to hear him just go faggot.
Steaky faggot. Aaron's gonna watch this documentary.
What do you guys want to do tomorrow? Like, what do you want to like?
Fucking hang out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm cool with just hanging out in the basement for a while. Like, it seemed like.
Oh, you haven't seen the basement? It's
Dude, the basement's awesome.
He has a legit bar. It's fucking great.
I was worried about places to sit and microphones and
He
stuff
has,
for the
like,
show.
8
Like,
couches.
dude, it's like it's awesome. It's nice.
I asked him how much is it to rent this out, and he thought I was talking about his house. Like, no, can I live in your basement?
No, we're not leaving. Like,
Hold on, I want to move here, please.
Seriously, we went through like a bunch of nice neighborhoods. He's like, yeah, these are all like
reasonable.
$600 a month. I'm like, dude, I've paid more for a shitty apartment.
Dude,
I paid $4.95 for mine.
You don't have houses in like suburbs that much.
That would be awesome. We'll have the TWR house. We'll all live in it.
We can all buy a neighborhood.
yeah, dude, let's just play Monopoly with real shit and just buy up property. Like, we'll just own like Canal Street or something.
If we own the neighborhood, we can rename the street TWR.
That's
Street.
true.
TWR Boulevard.
We could adopt a. Wow, that sounds a little more precarious each time.
You can hear this.
Here's the problem. I can't tell what's cot and what's fart. So like we're playing a dangerous
I
game.
haven't farted yet. Oh no.
I'm afraid that the ghost train followed Tyler out here.
We should really, I kind of want to check this.
We're gonna be sleeping. We're gonna see lights shining through that window. Part the curtains, and then oh my god, there's a tree.
This is what we're dealing with as far as mattress is concerned.
Can we get another cot to stack on top of this cot?
Dude, let's not be picky here. Like that's.
We can totally ask for another
The
cot
fact that they
tomorrow.
have a cot for us to use was insane enough as it is.
They have hundreds.
Holy crap! You actually have one.
So could have had it 8
That's
hours
why I
ago.
don't have to spoon all night.
Well,
We
I mean,
can.
I'm just saying.
Don't hurt my feelings.
Justin
Wake up
is.
and the cot's empty.
Here's the thing. Like, let me show you what kind of space we're dealing with here, because this is a fairly large bed, right? I mean, like you see.
sprawl out.
Well, it's a full size. It's a full size.
Right.
Check this out. See
Right.
shit.
That's me and Justin can share this bed.
I'll share with somebody if he doesn't.
He's gotta stop being a pussy and just fucking like I'm not spooning him. I'm not fucking like just be a man about this and he'll do it. He's not happy with it. Like he's not. He's like fucking fine. Like he's not happy.
I'll give up my bed, dude.
Who's not happy?
Sharing a bed with me. Like you came out like you were gonna. Who's not happy, motherfucker?
I wanted it to be more like it's calculus.
Being a pussy. Pretty sure those are fighting words, Jason, man.
Man, my legs are pale, dude.
My thighs are bad.
This cot is right next to the air conditioner.
Do you want me to make it hotter? Like
No, it's fine.
No. What he's saying is his ass is next to the ventilation system for our room. That's.
No, I wasn't saying that. But
recycled ass hair.
I
let out one fart, and all of a sudden I'm.
Dude, that was not one fart. That was you shitting
I
yourself.
was courteous enough to do it at Target.
Right. I mean, we've all tried to, like, that is the first party foul of this. Like,
I committed the first party foul.
well, you were sick to your stomach. And by the way, that looks like a crime scene, and that, like, nothing, like, you didn't flush or anything. So, like, it was just vomit everywhere. I tried to clean it up. I'm like, oh, man.
Wait, was this at Dan's?
No, this is in our bathroom in there.
You should have left it in Dan.
Looked like an 87 Guns N' Roses after party in there. Like, it's just...
I flushed it.
No,
it didn't go down.
Well, it didn't take. It had unfinished business.
Did it look evil?
Dude, it looked like what it was. It just looked like death and like bile and acid and hate.
Acid and ass?
Looks like racism. That's what racism
It looks like racism.
Toilet bowl full of racism. Should be the name of my autobiography.
What are we at? 22%. Holy
We're
God.
getting there.
We just want to watch Grizzly Man and make fun of it.
Now we're cooking. Oh, you don't have to make fun of it. It does all that by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Justin's
I'm gonna play another clip to hold you guys up.
Justin's gonna make some coffee.
Make a coffee.
You go over some Joe? Not really. I don't like coffee.
There should be plenty of ice there. So.
Also got slippers.
I'm scared to go get ice. There's a monster out there.
Yeah, you're sweatpantsing it up. Let's see.
You know.
Everyone else is
comfortable now.
He brought slippers.
No. I brought slippers. I had these.
You're a walking Patton Oswalt joke, right?
That's how you know I'm upper class, because I wear slippers.
I'm just barefoot. My nails are.
You see me as a robe.
My incredibly white.
They don't. I looked.
It's not happening.
You want? Let's listen to the trailer for the lulls.
Sleeping in the room was interesting. Jason and Justin were willing to share a bed. Tom was not. Tom was not willing to share a bed at all. We actually had to ask them several times to grab a cot, and they ended up bringing basically a fold-out, like roll-away bed, just so one of us could sleep on it. And I chose to sleep on it because I don't really care. So he got his own bed on the other side of the room, and I slept on the cot right next to the air conditioner, which got played with a lot during the hotel stay. Between myself and Justin, who want it really cold, and obviously with Justin and his air conditioner, he was doing a lot of that as well. So me and Justin always wanted it really cold, and then Tom wanted it pretty high up. He wanted it nice and warm. And so it was probably best that he was on the other side of the room. But that was actually one of the lesser things about the trip, was that it was mostly Justin and Tom who were basically fighting over the temperature of the room.
I like things chilly most of the time. I love winter because you can always put a jacket on or whatever. Summer sucks dick. It does. It sucks. It's fucking terrible. It was kind of hot actually in St. Louis, and it had been cool in Jersey. So when we got there, it's okay. We're cranking this air conditioning up because nothing feels better, especially on a trip, than going out all day and doing stuff, and then coming back and that crisp hotel feel where everything just feels like nice, crisp, cool, great feeling. Tom is from South Carolina. He did not agree.
You and Justin, I hadn't learned you and Justin were from the planet Hoth, and that you'll melt if the room isn't at an even 42 Fahrenheit. So it was very cold. There's not enough blankets in St. Louis to protect my delicate body from that fucking onslaught you subjected me to. Pretty sure I caught strep like 3 times. It was so fucking cold in that room.
Fucking, apparently the room was too fucking cold for some people. It wasn't cold enough for me. It needs to be at least a good 60 degrees for me to sleep.
Tyler. Tyler snores like a jet engine. He at least cracks a good 30 decibels with that fucking apnea. It's like he has sleep apnea. We laughed about it. It's kind of concerning. We want him to get one of those masks. Tyler's body, when he sleeps, he'll be like, and then like it'll stop, and you can see his chest like fighting prayers. We thought we were gonna have to like bury Tyler in the desert because we just stopped breathing when he was sleeping and we didn't know how to handle it. So yeah, it wasn't that bad. Tyler's a little gassy, he was a little loud, it was cold, but the beds were nice, and I slept alright.
Going to the hotel the first night sleeping was fucking awkward. Right when the lights went out, everybody became giddy. We all started making noises or fart noises, and we all would fucking start laughing. I think that happened for like 20 minutes. Then, like, because it's dead quiet. I'm used to having air conditioners and fans running and shit like that, and I'm not used to having nothing but dead silence.
So Justin definitely didn't want to sleep in the same bed as me, and I get it. I mean, but of the options we had, that was the only one that was going to make any sense. Like, we grew up sleeping in the same bed like when we were little kids. So, I mean, like, Tom and Tyler were not going to sleep together. Tom was having none of it. Like, not even the fucking suggestion of it. And since Tyler got there late, we already decided that Tyler was getting that cot. It didn't matter how ridiculously large he was in comparison to that cot. And Tom probably should have slept on it. But, yeah, we all snore a lot. We found out Tyler's body tries to reject itself in his sleep. He should probably see a doctor about it. It wasn't his mouth that bothered me so much, though. I could deal with the fact that, like, he would snore incredibly loudly and then stop because his breathing had stopped. And then it just snore/gasp. That didn't bother me so much as him shitting himself slowly and all night long right into the ventilation system. So me and Tom would stay up, and then Justin and Tyler pretty much fell asleep. So me and Tom would be up watching TV, and then every once in a while you'd just be watching Lockdown or whatever it was, and it's like a swarm of bees attacking you. That's the only reaction. And the Steak and Shake was not good for Tyler at all.
Other than that, sleeping in it, not really much different, other than the fact that Tom and Jason really spent a lot of time, I would say, hanging out in the middle of the night, because I would tend to fall asleep because just the drive and just the way everything was, I got extremely tired by like 2 o'clock in the morning. And Justin just went to sleep too because he's used to going to bed like a normal person. So it was basically Tom and Jason staying up until 5 in the morning, even on days where they know they would have to get up like at 8:30 at best, and they would just sit and watch TV, or they would sit and watch movies. I think, it was the night before we left. They stayed up until I think it was 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning watching Grizzly Man, while Justin and I slept a decent amount, not a ton, but a decent amount. And they just woke up 4 hours later so they could get to the airport.
I don't either. It's day 2, everyone. Denny's! Let's go to Denny's! We're surrounded by 600 eateries, And the continental breakfast was even more disappointing than we anticipated.
Because it was just coffee.
It was just, yeah. Not even a fucking bit of orange juice, man. I mean, they could, I mean... Just coffee with girls and sweatpants.
I mean, that part was disappointing.
Yeah. That place is replete with girls in sweatpants and tank tops.
I'm not complaining about that, but the breakfast on the other hand.
Justin, where you want to eat?
I don't know.
All right. So we decided to go get some Chinese food. There was a like a all-you-could-eat buffet type of thing. It was a few miles away, but we had all day. We really didn't have too much planned, so we made it there, and we all sat down and ate, and it was pretty good. I mean, it was Chinese buffet, you know, and Tom was the only one, again, vegetarian, so he had like fried zucchini, and there were like they had sushi there and stuff. So he just took out anything like crab or lobster or whatever, and he ate all the good stuff.
The food was okay. I had trouble eating. I always have trouble eating out because I'm a vegetarian. But I poked the meat out of the sushi with like a chopstick with like a napkin on it to like wipe the little hole clean. And I ate like fried zucchini and French fries. And I felt good, and then we got out in the car and we were about to leave, and I said, hey, hold on a second, I'm gonna go vomit. And I hopped out of the car, and they had like these woods. This is like brush by the parking lot, and I dived into there, and I vomited on the bed of syringes and garbage of empty 40 ounces and condoms.
Something now. We're out and about. Let's do it now.
So we just ate at the Joy Luck Chinese buffet.
He ate sushi and shit that he would. I figured his stomach would agree with.
It's pretty light stuff, and Tom's currently in the forest puking. I don't know what we could eat at this point. Like apples. I'm thinking like apples are pretty.
At this point, I'm saying we should just head to Walmart. Like, fuck.
He threw up twice yesterday because the Denny's trip was heavy.
Yes.
Totally in the Denny's trip.
Yes.
Then he had just French fries from Jack in the Box.
Threw that up.
I threw that up.
He had just sushi today and like some breaded zucchini. That was it.
And he only had a small plate. Like, this wasn't like he binged on anything. None of us did. We had a little small plate. I don't know. Tom may die.
Tom's gonna die on us.
He's also...
Yeah, we're like, okay, let's go to Walmart and get, like, Pepto-Bismol and shit. Like, we're just gonna get stuff to settle my stomach. And, we went there, and everything was, you know, pretty bad. I was just kind of, like, wandering around holding my gut, and, I vomited in the Walmart parking lot next to their trees and pots. I just threw up, like, all in this handrail. I threw up all on it. Next to it, there were people wandering by, and Jason was like trying to shield me, like we were at a club, and I was like his drunk girlfriend Becky. It's like, oh my god, Becky, everyone's watching. I'll guard you. I was like holding my hair and shit. But we got like nausea medication, and I took that, which made me throw up more because it was gross.
So, because we had wrestling randomness to do at 7 that night. We had just hours and hours to. We figured Tom would get better, like he did the first couple of times. So we were like, okay, how about we swing back by the hotel and you can go crash, and just concentrate on getting some rest. You'll wake up later, you'll feel better, and we'll all go hang out. So we went and dropped him off at the hotel, and he ran in front of us. We'd got done the Walmart stuff, so we were carrying in like ginger ale and all kinds, like Pepto and all that good stuff. And He ran ahead of us and ran into the room, and when he closed the door, he must have done so aggressively because the latch closed, and he locked us out and would not answer the door. I guess he didn't hear us. And the cleaning lady was across the hall, and we wandered in after Tom. And she saw us knock on the door, and she said, "Oh, you're going in there?" And we said, "Yeah." "Oh, good," because he didn't look good. And when strangers can see that you don't look good and there's urgency in your pace and everything, that's a surefire sign that you're doing pretty shittily.
And I met this, like, there's this black lady, she's a maid, and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, you're probably gonna find me dead in this room." And then I just, like, closed the door in her face. But when I closed the door in her face, like, the latch flipped and locked the door. So I think somebody came to check on me and the door was locked. And I wouldn't answer the knocking because I didn't hear it.
And then it was kind of a thing where it's like, okay, we're gonna let you get this out of your system, and we're gonna get that out of your system, and we'll meet up with you later. Well, that turned into, like, he didn't come with us later. He locked the door, locked us out. He probably didn't even realize that he had done it, but he locked us out of our own room.
So we just hung out at Dan's all day. And as some of you remember, it's been months now, but we raised a little over $1,000 to get Tom out there, and things weren't going as smoothly as we'd hoped. The entire point, me and Justin paid our own way, and then Tyler paid his own way. Part of that money went to the hotel room and Tom's plane ticket. So the entire point of that was we all get to be in the room for this big show. So we're doing a Wrestling Randomness live, and all of us are in St. Louis, and it was supposed to be this huge event. And nothing about that weekend worked exactly like we had hoped. Tom just got sicker and sicker, and we chilled at Dan's all day. From like noon to 4 or 5, and then it dawned on us that all the cameras, all the webcams and everything like that were in the room, so we needed to get them. That was the big thing. We figured, well, okay, Tom's just feeling bad. Maybe he's got a stomach virus, something like that. So we're gonna just let him crash for a while. And around 4 or 4:30. Dan, Michael, and Sean went over to the hotel room to go get the webcams, and me, Tyler, and Justin didn't really think anything of it. We figured, oh, okay, well, swing by, see if he's okay. If he is, awesome. If not, just let him get some sleep, and we'll see him later.
Last time.
Yeah, we did.
We had a key yesterday.
So here's the deal.
I mean, this afternoon. Or that afternoon whenever they brought me in.
Oh. Here's the deal, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tom is in there.
Okay.
He's not feeling well, I'm assuming.
Very concerned.
He has taken the phone off of the hook, and he has bolted the door shut. We need to get him to answer the door so we can get the cameras for tonight for the slap bet. What's the game plan, Sean?
Oh, I'm gonna ram the door, and whenever I don't succeed, Michael's gonna follow up with another one.
What's the actual game plan?
We're just gonna pound and pound until he wakes up.
Ooh, okay. So you guys will see that shortly. Okay, we're headed down now. Got the muscle. Michael, right there. Sean's in front of him. Okay.
Room service!
No, don't do that, you jerk. Oh, he's coming. Okay, cameras down. Cameras down.
We're good.
So, we got Tom. We saw Tom.
We've probably been contaminated.
Yeah, he is, Whoa. That person just went, didn't they? Yep.
they had to turn to do that. So, no, Tom looked like death, basically. Vomiting in the hotel room. Don't know what's wrong with him. But we got the cameras, so
We got him a water, we got him some ice, we took care of him. It wasn't like...
did what we could.
Yeah.
It's Girls Gone Wild weekend here.
We're hot. I guess I should have got a picture of that.
Yeah, probably. That would have made more sense. So yeah, so now we're on our way back to my place. We're gonna do a show. So there you go, people. I getting what you paid for, kind of. Except the whole thing was to get Tom here, and
well, he got here.
Yeah, he got here, all right.
So we were getting the show ready, and at the time there was some problem with the website. The night before, while we were at the movies, I think the guys from FTW couldn't broadcast because they couldn't connect. Something was wrong with the feed, as there always is when there's no one there to fix it. So the next day we sat down to mess with it, and especially we wanted to make sure that there would be no problems before the big show, because a lot of money was pumped into it, like thousands of dollars, and it would be a real shame if we couldn't broadcast. Meanwhile, Tom is sick in the hotel room, and we wanted to make sure everything was fine with the site and everything. And again, we were still kind of under the impression that it was just some stomach flu, and that eventually his stomach would calm down and it would be okay. So while we were making sure everything was okay with the site, we gave him a call to check up on him.
Okay, so I finally got there. Sean called me.
Try
and he
connecting.
Said, okay, try connecting. Now it works. Never mind, we're done. We fixed it. That's exactly what I did earlier.
That's what they say. I'm looking at everything. It's like that should work. All right.
Okay, well, for some
We'll
reason
test it
works
early
now.
just in case.
Yeah, because last night I tried, or not last night, this morning I did that exact same thing. I hit live there, I hit connect there, and it didn't connect. So
I'm looking at everything. It's like everything's checked off in the right spot. It should be fine.
maybe something was just screwed up earlier.
That's good. We don't have to waste our whole fucking day on that.
Okay, so now let's have
It's
sex.
like its own separate apartment down here.
Doesn't it?
Nice.
It's nice.
Okay, now we gotta find the number for the Holiday Inn. Or do you have the number for it in your phone or something?
I do, actually.
Yeah.
I could be helpful and give you that shit.
Yeah, we'll do that, and I'll call the Holiday Inn, and then I'll try to call the room number.
Those of you watching,
This is
we're
boring.
going to see if Tom's alive. Can't wait for Tyler to see all the stuff we said about him when he wasn't here. It's 1314.
I was just posting it fixed. Okay.
Brian's gonna feel like shit. I feel like shit. We were in Iron Man last night, and he hit me up, and it's like I noticed my phone was fucking buzzing. It was like 10 o'clock, and like, oh, the server's not working. Blah blah. It was like, fuck, I can't do anything.
Okay, 314.
821 6600.
6600. Call. And it's 162, right?
What?
162?
Yeah, the number. Yeah, the room number.
It's a neat setup over here.
Hi, can you connect me to room 162, please?
It's the shooting from the hips.
Thank you. Hey, Tyler, if you want to flip that switch over there.
I can't even see what I'm recording. Wait a second. Here we go. Here we are. Bam. Got it. This must be where they do all the ransom shots. Whoa.
Okay, I'm being connected.
The magic.
Can I put on speaker?
Tom, are you alive? We were knocking on the door. We were.
Oh, there's Tom.
Tom.
Yeah.
How are you feeling, man? Do you want to take a nap or something? Just kind of lounge about?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. Blame me. Yeah, take a nap or something. Do you, you got a pen and paper right next to your bed?
Yeah.
You want to write down a number in case you feel better? You want to hit us up?
I can hit you up on the Wi-Fi.
Okay. All right, man. Get some sleep.
Facebook.
Okay. All right, man. Get some sleep. All right. Bye. Tom's
okay?
dying, guys.
Tom's dying.
Tom's dying. I miss our friend Tom.
Okay.
This documentary's
Call
coming
Sean
up.
Brown.
Leave him for dead, Sean. Just go.
Sean Buck. Fucking Siri. Okay.
Well, you guys were gone. You guys were gone for like 3 hours. I didn't sleep at all. I would like switch back and forth between the beds, trying to find like a cool spot just to like pass out, and it wouldn't work. And I'd run into the bathroom. And I had like a bath drawn. I'd like lay in the bath, and I'd like rear up out the bath like the Loch Ness monster and vomit in the toilet next to me and just pass out in the fucking tub again. And I'd just like track water all through the fucking room in the bathroom because I didn't care. Oh, I was just so sick. And I eventually got my parents on the phone. They're like, fucking go to the doctor, you idiot. We have insurance.
So about 30 or 40 minutes before the show was supposed to go on, Tom hit us up. And he wanted us to take him to the doctor. And first of all, he didn't, like, he was kind of vague on whether he had insurance or not. It was, he was basically just, take me somewhere. Now, I want to feel better, take me somewhere. So he would give us these weird, panicky phone calls, and that got all of us panicky, because now it's a situation where, okay, he wants to go to a doctor. He's feeling that bad that he needs medical attention now. So it created this weird like war room situation on our end where we're trying to find some place for him to go because he didn't want to go to an emergency room. That's too much. That's going to be too much money. So he wanted us to try and find some kind of like a clinic or a doctor or something, but it was like 6 p.m. on a Saturday. That was never going to happen.
So I called you guys, and I'm like, hey, I want to go to what are they called? Like Doc. I call them Doc in the Boxes. You know those like medical centers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some kind of clinic, something.
Yeah, like the little clinics, and you just pay your insurance. They're small and they're like express emergency little document boxes. But those weren't available or something, and I just wasn't hearing it. So like, man, fuck it, let's go to the ER. Just fucking come here.
Yes, it is, Sean.
Okay, so what's the plan right now, Jason? They're filming. This is important.
What first? The fact that
We're
Tom's
talking the Tom situation.
and trapped, and this is like an episode of 24 that no one watched.
Can you answer
Who is
that?
this? Who is this?
It's probably Tom.
Probably Tom. Hello, Dan's phone. Hey, Tom, what's going on, man?
Okay, now we
Okay.
just answer the questions now.
Okay, does your stomach hurt? Like, I mean, does it, like, the sides of your stomach hurt, or does it just feel, is it just from, like, throwing up? He said it's the front, like, above his belly button. His stomach's hurting.
Oh, that could be bad.
That could be very bad.
Okay.
We need to go to the hospital.
Dude, we need
Does
to
it
take...
hurt when it touches it? Like if you
Does it hurt when you put pressure on it, like when you touch it? Tom? Not really. Okay. We're going to take you to an emergency room. We have to. We have no choice.
Yeah. Oh, the hotel.
We got it. We got it. We got him.
He's answering. He's on the phone.
We don't have any other option. We can't. We have to take you to the ER.
It could be your appendix.
All right, Tyler's heading over there right now, dude. Get ready, and if you could, maybe meet him out front, or do you have your cell phone on you? Okay. Do you have the number to your cell phone? You don't have the...
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah, you can call back, dude. You can call back at this number, whatever, and Tyler's heading over there right now. And
Check it when you get there now.
what happened, man?
You can get some ice and just like make him drink some ice water.
Okay, okay. He's coming to the room then. All right. He'll be there in a few minutes, dude. All right. Bye.
Like 20 minutes left.
Dude, he's crying. I don't know what the fuck's going on with
Yeah,
him. It's an immense pain.
He might need, like, if this could be appendix. That's why
Right.
we need to get him to the hospital.
All right.
So.
All right. Yeah.
Do you want me to take him? You know the area better?
Yeah, it's almost smarter for Sean because he knows where.
Yeah, if you want to.
You know, why don't they both go? We can get updates from them on the road, and that way they're not alone out there.
All right, he wants you to meet him in the room. He won't meet you up front.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I don't.
So why don't we say
you guys go.
Bowl or something like that, just in case. Yeah, I don't want them
to carry
You want him to hurl in your car?
Exactly.
Yeah, I have a bucket.
The ice bucket.
The ice bucket's not.
Take the bag.
No, I have a bucket upstairs.
Take it back.
We used it whenever you almost threw up, so I didn't want him to puke on my floor.
I was done throwing up at that point.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to tell because you almost choked on it.
We should really.
Yeah.
God's will my ass.
Thank you very much for heading out, dude. Yep. Thank you. That's best vacation ever.
Let's do it again.
So, the longer it went on, the more panicked everyone got because he got more panicked, and we started thinking. I mean, maybe it could be something serious, like maybe his appendix is going to burst or something, because vomiting and stuff. That's a symptom of that. So, I mean, it could have been something really bad. Dan even tossed out, he could be a heroin addict, guys. Like, seriously, like it was kind of that Dan-esque thing of like, he could be a heroin addict. But seriously, he could be a heroin addict. It was kind of a funny thing. And now at the time, me and Michael were just like, I'm pretty sure, why would you come, okay, if he were a heroin addict, why would you come to a strange city with no heroin and no hookup for heroin? And we bought his plane ticket for, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have the monetary funds to get heroin. Beyond the point. So eventually we got him to agree to go to an emergency room because he had to.
About him getting off his heroin addiction.
Well, we're
This isn't a puff piece. This is a documentary.
This is Wrestling with Shadows at this point, where it's like, let's just follow Bret Hart around for a year. Oh no, like that.
I should have sent one of the cameras with those. Tyler.
Oh, well, it works when I do this. It works on my computer by itself. Oh, by the way, in the midst of all this, we're also trying to put together a show for tonight.
Yeah, that big show we promised
Multitasking.
ago, where we were fucking, hey, it's gonna be the best show ever.
And then everything falls apart at once.
Rap 300.
I have watched almost no wrestling. The slap bet thing is coming together. The feed may or may not broadcast this. I don't know.
Hey, you watch SmackDown?
I watched SmackDown, which is like watching nothing.
That's true.
It's like eating a sugar cube. It's like, ooh, that'll fill me up.
This week, I will be joining Jason and Justin on Wrestling Randomness along with Michael Classic. Now, I know normally we go on right at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, but unfortunately, we're running into some issues. We will inform everyone of what's going on when we get on the air. I assure you, though, that you will absolutely understand why we are running a bit late. So stay tuned, hang out, enjoy the music while you can, and we will see you in about 20 minutes.
Because soon you won't be hearing anything.
No, there'll be a dick or two who'll be like, no, that's not cool, you didn't start on time.
Oh, I'll get emails. So I don't give a fuck.
Listen here.
Okay.
I'm just saying, Dan said you will understand.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Adam would be like, oh, first no randomness for 2 weeks, then this. We'll get that.
And then he'll watch the documentary, and then he'll be like, what was that voice that you made?
Hi, Adam.
That's not my voice, you guys.
That's not how I talk, guys.
Okay. I will be right back. I have to go grab that other microphone. Alright.
Grab it, then.
You need to get the music.
No. Because you're taking the.
There we go. Perfect. Here,
Taking the throne.
Totally. I'm not taking shit. I'm just sitting. Gentlemen, I called you all here.
Just act like humans.
How do humans act?
No.
Why do we need that?
For me.
Okay.
I would like to sit.
Well, there's Justin's film crew today.
Oh, he's not on the show?
I don't know. Well, yeah,
I'll be in every now and then.
Okay.
Oh, well, shit. Okay. Well,
Every now and
I
then.
didn't know that. Okay. Then we're not ready to go.
What's going on in the chat?
We're moving everything around again. Okay.
Plenty of time. Still 6-12.
How much were these bike sticks?
$10.
30,000.
Nice. I like it.
30 rupees.
Okay. So then I need this back over there. Then.
Seriously?
Yeah, because I thought we weren't. I thought.
You can stay on that, so you can use
Okay,
it.
that works.
I'll just.
Yeah,
I'll,
just sit there.
I was used to be.
I hope I don't suck since I'm sitting in Sean's chair.
There was a definite somber tone to the show, but I picked up after a while, and I think really at one point we just kind of let the show be the show, and honestly, I think it was a really, really good show. Like just the show itself. A definite different experience for Jason and Justin, and I can't wait for the documentary to hear their thoughts on doing a show live in front of each other, because Justin especially seemed to love the concept of sitting there and talking to each other and reacting to each other live, because they usually don't get that doing it over Skype.
So we record the show, and I was incredibly nervous for it, but more than that, it was just distracting. Like I couldn't focus on the show. I couldn't focus on what we were doing. It felt like we were half the crew down. Like it was supposed to be Tyler, Tom, and Sean were supposed to be there. That was the fun of having everyone there together, and we didn't get to do that, and that kind of sucked. The entire time we're just worried about them, and we'd get like little updates here and there, and it was about a 3-hour show, but we were stretching it out at that point. Because there wasn't much we could do at the emergency room but sit and wait with them, and it's probably going to be a packed house anyway, so, you know. The second the show wrapped up, we raced over to the emergency room, and we went to check on Tom.
There was a pregnant lady there with my same issue. Just like a nice Arab lady. She was very pregnant, and her husband was very upset they weren't seeing her. And I waited for Sean and Tyler were there. We watched a good 5 innings of a Cardinals game. It was like an hour and a half, and I was getting belligerent, yelling at this lady, like I was cursing at her. And, like the receptionist, like, get your fucking shit together and see me. I'm dying. And she's like, there's a wait. I'm like, fucking, I don't care. Like, throw a baby out the window and give me a round. And she wouldn't. So I just sat there and I kept running into like this bathroom next to like the place where they sell snacks, and I was like really ruining all the dry brand muffins for everyone who wanted to buy one, because I was just vomiting with authority. This is loud, like everyone in the waiting room could hear me. And they eventually saw me before the pregnant woman, which upset me. They went, and I was like, man, you can see her before me, she's kind of pregnant. And they were like, no, it's like first come, first serve. And I couldn't give her my thing if I wanted. So, like, I just had to walk past this pregnant lady and her angry husband to get treated. And they went on to want more paperwork from me. Like, look, dude, I can't remember my social, I'm dying.
So me and Tyler and Tom were waiting. I think we had to wait about maybe an hour and a half. For the most part, watch the baseball game, the Cardinal versus Brewers game. Every once in a while, Tom would get up to go talk to the people at the front desk, see when he was going to get to go in. Because while there wasn't that many people in the waiting room, he was having to wait quite a while. And there was somebody else there that was having the same conditions that he was, and there for a while, Tom and this lady were talking about their experiences at the hospital. And Tyler every once in a while would listen to the show, and we would try to listen a little bit, but it was difficult because we weren't supposed to have anything real loud. Pretty much it was just me and Tyler watching a baseball game while waiting for Tom. At one point, after Tom went back there, it had been maybe 45 minutes or so. I went up to the front desk to ask if they had heard anything about what Tom's condition was, and she goes, "Oh, you can go on back there." And then I was like, "Okay, this is a little bit weird." Well, I quote unquote know Tom. I don't really know him, and am I really supposed to go in the back to go check on him? But figured somebody has to go do it, and so we went and got Tyler, and we went back there, and whenever we went into the room that they said, Tom wasn't there. And there was blood on the floor. Not much. It was like a few droplets and everything like that. But the bed was gone, and we were like, "Okay, what happened to Tom? Does things go bad in the 5 minutes from whenever the person told me we can go back here, and they had to take him away?" Because we didn't know anything about what was going on with him, other than he was throwing up a lot and his stomach hurt.
They're like, whatever. And so they eventually saw me, and they hooked me up to an IV, and they pumped me full of morphine, which was fun. I liked that a lot. And yeah, that eventually made me feel way better. Once they hydrated me and pumped me full of grade A painkillers.
To be honest, it was really not fun. Someone that you've basically gotten to know through this network and through this podcast, someone that you genuinely like start enjoying their company, and it's really rough to sit there and watch them just basically suffering, and you can't really do anything except sit there in a waiting room in the hospital and wait for someone to show up, and then they can assist with it. Like, it's not a great feeling to see someone that you know and like suffer, and just not basically being helpless.
Tom is an asshole. We got to the emergency room, and Tyler and Sean had just kind of been watching the Brewers game, I guess. And that, I mean, you're in a waiting room, you're waiting, and the place is packed. So it's pretty much, we walk in and it's standing room only. And we were told that me and Justin can go back and check on him. So we said, okay, cool, awesome. So they tell us where it is, and we kind of find our way back there. And we get back there, and it appeared as though Tom was dead.
I was like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to get one more. So they were like, Jason and Justin will be back in a minute, Tom. I'm like, cool. So I took the white sheet that I was sleeping under, and I put it over my head, like I had expired. And I accidentally fell asleep, so I couldn't go boo. So when you guys came back, I was under a sheet. Not moving.
Well, that looks pretty dry. I'm like, oh, so it's not really the cleanest hospital.
This isn't the best hospital. What? I said this is this is a good one. Actually, this is a pretty good. It depends. Okay, let me phrase that. It depends. This thing was like smooth for me. If you want to get better, that's it's one of the best places to go. But like I didn't get Wi-Fi when I was there.
It immediately makes sense. Pause me.
I was sitting there for a week and I don't have Wi-Fi. I have 6 channels on a TV this big, and it's like
on the CRT TV.
Yeah,
like coming down.
Although when I was in ICU, it was pretty awesome because they had a 27-inch. LCD screen up in the corner, and I was on a bed that whenever you hit a button, it would form fit your body and sink you inside of it. And
so you slept in a mech?
Yeah. Yes.
It's awesome.
It was really awesome. You got like you press the button, you heard like that.
That's all I do all day. That's
No time yet?
I'm not a keeper.
You're a fucking asshole. Do you know that? Because that creeped the shit out of me. Because I'm walking, it's like, because there was a gunshot victim before you. Like we were going down the hall. It's like, oh, and there, it's like, holy shit! Like, and then we fucking. Let me fucking transfer.
So I knew you guys were gonna come visit me, so I was just like, I'm in a lot of pain, but fuck this.
Nice to know that you could fuck with us and still.
I wanted to get one more in just in case I died.
So Tom's alive, everyone. There's Tom.
My stomach lining is inflamed, and I have something.
And he's high as shit.
I'm high as shit. I'm full of like a whole bag of morphine.
Full of delicious morphine?
It was delicious.
Go ahead, get your slap in right now. Come on.
No, we're not doing that. Let's get out of the.
Look at this. It's gonna hurt so fucking bad.
Rip them off.
They are glued to you, correct? Don't do that.
Some hair on it and get a good shot.
Don't be that guy. Don't be Steve-O. Come on, just fuck.
Well, he didn't ask for that.
Sunday was the best day of that trip, bar none, hands down. Something I wanted to do, going to St. Louis, because we don't have anything like it in Jersey. We don't have hobby shops. We don't have anywhere to pick up like cool D&D stuff, which I've gotten into hard and heavy over the last year or so. And the only person I hadn't had a chance to really hang out with up until then was Rob Wiesahan, who is on Dungeons and Randomness. You may recognize him as Malchus. He took us to an awesome little hobby shop called Game Night. We had tried twice to go to Ogre, and they'd been closed both times. A little meme between me, Tyler, Tom, and Justin was a little thug came out in Rob. I've been texting. I think it was a phone call, actually, because I don't have no record of it other than, yeah. So I talked to him, and we said, yeah, we were going to go to Ogre. And he's like, oh, no. But we turned it into, no, dog, don't go to Ogre. Ogre ain't shit. And just, if you know Robert, he is the anti-thug. He's articulate. It would sound, we laugh when he curses, because it's just something about, he's so good-natured that the word fuck doesn't roll off of his tongue naturally normally.
We started, between me and Jason and Justin and Tom, we all just started making this character out of Rob that was Ghetto Rob. And it's just like, and it was basically like a complete second life from the Rob that we had gotten to know on Skype and with D&D and everything, and that was hilarious.
I'm Robert Wiesahan. You may know me from Dungeons and Randomness, which was kind of launched on TWR. I got kind of brought into the TWR family, if that word is not too sentimental, through Dan Phelps from Shooting from the Hip. I worked with him, and when he told me Jason was going to go ahead and run a Dungeons & Dragons campaign online, I was like, sign me up, because I've been playing role-playing games for 16 years, maybe 18. It's been a lot ever since my cousin first introduced me to Dungeons & Dragons at just like at a family gathering at my grandma's house. So I was really pumped to be a part of it, and it's turned into something super cool. But it was really cool to actually get to see a bunch of the guys, get to see Jason, Justin, Tom, and I'm missing people. Tyler. That's going to come back to bite me. Just get to kind of shoot the breeze with them in St. Louis. So I first actually got to meet up with them the day I did. We first met at a local game store because Jason had been going on and on about how there were no good local game stores. He had no atmosphere, no environment. Like he couldn't run a local D&D campaign if he wanted to because there was no outlet for it. So I said, well, come with me. I'll show you the place that I haunt a lot. And when I got in there, it was like showing children a candy store. They just kind of dispersed around there and started soaking it all in. Asking about obscure games and then finding them in the game store's stock and everything. They actually joked with the guy at the counter that I should get a commission because I think between the four of them, somewhere over $250 was surely spent between the four people in the store.
Game night's cool. Artemis was there. We met Artemis. Rob's handsome, tall, very nice. Rob's he's got that kind of charisma that he makes you feel like you're the most important person in the room to him when he talks to you. It's cool. Really nice guy. He's tall. He looked good. I've seen pictures of Fat Weezahan, and he looks very svelte.
Meeting Rob and going to game night, that was pretty fun. Like, I just found an entire new world that I would like to be a part of, but I don't have the people to actually play these because my brother, he works all day, so when I get done work, he's going to work, and when I'm sleeping, he's just getting done, so couldn't really play any of that stuff, but still, I looked at the models and stuff like that, and like, it looked pretty cool to put this together.
So we headed over to game night, and that was amazing. It was truly fantastic. Every board game you can imagine, every card game, just everything, just all kinds of dice and everything, and I spent $200 there. And my bank called me later to remind me that maybe I shouldn't do that. Actually, they were checking to see if my card had been stolen. And it was kind of a joke because we were all playing Arkham Horror. Rob was kind of hosting that and taking us through it. And I got a call from the bank, and they said, is this Jason Massey? Yes. Hi. We're going to run down some abnormal charges that have been happening over the last 2 days in St. Louis. And I said, okay, sure. Did you give him $7 here at Steak and Shake, or $4 here, $5 at Denny's, something like that? Did you spend $200 at game night? Yes. On Dungeons and Dragons material? Yes. Are you sure? Yeah, and they were very like. The lady on the phone did not believe me for a second, but eventually they're like, okay, you know the password and whatever, so goodbye. And it like the entire room was listening to it, and it was just kind of funny.
Game night was full of every board game you could think of and every edition that you could think of, and then 10 more editions you never would have thought of. And if you go and ask Artemis, he'll go in back, consult Hogarth, his warlock, and he'll get you any obscure board game you could ever want.
So we got all that done, and then we went over to Dan's place and hung out in the basement and played some games for a while. The first of which was Arkham Horror. And I don't know what possessed me to bring Arkham Horror to this event, because it had been... I have only played Arkham Horror once. Someone else was teaching me, and it had been about a year and a half since that experience. So I desperately tried to refresh myself on the rules while we played, and attempted to teach the game as I relearned it. Needless to say, we only got through about half a game in like 4 hours, and so I was kind of mentally kicking myself for being so ambitious about that. I probably should have sat down and like reread the rules way earlier, but everything ended up all right, of course, and we ended up going into playing Cards Against Humanity, which I'm sure you will see some part of in this in the special here.
It's simple. It's easy. There's one and only one rule: pander to the judge.
Yes.
If you think whatever you're about to do would make the judge think it's hilarious, you should probably put that card down. So you get 10 cards. Okay, you don't read the cards out loud. You don't share your cards with us. You just look at your cards. So we'll deal these cards out.
Yeah.
Music going or something. Always super quiet. Won't be in a second. 5.
gonna eat down here while we watch the interview? Cool.
So we've got cake, right?
Yes. It's up, yeah, it's up on the table.
I was promised punch and pie.
Okay, so we're oh, you're going to get your punch later.
Oh, I see what you did there, Sean.
Tyler's gonna try to outdo Michael's slap. I've seen Tyler over there.
I wanted to stick my hand in the freezer beforehand.
I saw Tyler over there just flexing one arm the whole game.
Starting a punch bet.
Okay, count to make sure you got 10.
Okay.
Okay, Kyle.
Can't read.
Are we able to look at it?
Yes, you can look at it all you want.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so this is real easy. I'm gonna mix these cards up a little bit because why not? Okay. And I flip the first card over. Okay, so the card says blank. That's how I want to die. So you pick your card in there that'll best fill in this blank. Okay? And you're pandering to me. Remember that. So
and then each turn the judge will rotate.
Yeah.
So you'll pander to whoever's judging that.
So and then you put it down. Whenever you pick your card. Just face down. So
Yeah! And then you take a card.
then you take
Always have 10 white cards.
You always want 10 white cards. What's that?
Everyone puts one.
Yeah, everyone puts one down. Except for the
Damn it, I wish I had this one for the last question. That happens a lot too. You'll pick the perfect.
So the whole point is to try to make the judge laugh?
Yes, that's the whole point. Okay, so
it's like apples to apples.
yeah. Okay, so blank, that's how I want to die. The first one is fingering. That's how I want to die.
Nice.
Half-assed foreplay. That's how I want to die.
Like it.
Stifling a giggle at the mention of Hudis and Tuttis. That's how I want to die. German dungeon porn. That's how I want to die. Uppercuts. That's how I want to die. And African children. That's how I want to die. I really like the African children. Who had that card?
Me.
Okay, so you get this card. That's 1 point.
Nice.
Okay, so what it is that you need 7 points to win. So, and then these go. We have to figure. Okay, we'll take all these. Go like that, and then these will go here. So that's our discard pile. We won't use those again. Now you draw a card off of this, and you go. Tom.
Let's keep the deck in the center, and
So
judge will draw.
Pull it up?
Yeah, pull it.
What will always get you laid?
What will always get you laid?
So I don't put one out.
You don't put one out.
Michael picked the money one.
Oh man! That's a good one too.
Okay, I think we're all in, so go ahead.
Let's see what's going on here. What will always get you laid? Raping a villager. Sean Connery. Waterboarding. Natural selection. I choose black people.
And I'm ruining my reputation.
Okay, Rob wins because he's terrible. So now you pick your card.
You guys, why can't I sleep at night?
Oh, I know why you can't sleep at night.
Why can't I sleep at night?
That's why you can't sleep at night. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I didn't refill.
We draw?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was I supposed to draw another one last time?
Yeah, you always have to have 10 cards in your hand. So
Okay,
just fill out. That's fine.
I see 5 selections. Wait a little more.
So is everyone in?
No, there's some missing. Isn't there? 1, 2, no.
No, there's
six now.
There's six. There's six. Yeah.
You guys, why can't I sleep at night? Is it Mr. Clean right behind you? Sexual tension. Finger paint. painting.
That is awful.
Ew! Vigorous jazz hands. Smallpox blankets. Or menstruation. Gross. Smallpox blankets.
That makes too much sense. Yeah. Although Mr. Clean right behind you would be a really good reason not to sleep at night.
Wait.
That goes.
That was my card. Okay.
Oh! It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter as long as you have a black card.
Yeah.
You both got one.
I have deep
So is whoever...
Now it's your turn.
Okay.
We got done playing cards and Arkham Horror and everything, and the evening was... We were supposed to watch a pay-per-view that night. So around 7 o'clock, something like that, we all got together and kind of piled in front of the big TV, and like it's a really comfy setup to watch. And while I don't enjoy watching pay-per-views by myself, when there's a group of people, we're all just sitting there heckling it, basically, it was awesome. So we started to wind everything down, and I was saying goodbye to Rob. I was like, oh man, thanks for hanging out, that was great. And Rob said, oh no, I'm sticking around for the pay-per-view. To which I replied, what? Because Rob doesn't watch wrestling, he doesn't... And what it turned into was kind of Rob playing the part of like a Jane Goodall studying chimps in the wild. So we're watching this pay-per-view, and Rob's like, who's that guy in the underwear? Why is he mad at that guy in the other underwear? And that, like, we tried to explain it to him, and he was a good sport. Like, he stayed awake as long as he could.
Like, the pay-per-view was okay. It was more fun just sitting there watching it with you guys than the actual pay-per-view, because it was... If I was watching it by myself, I wouldn't be watching it.
I don't know what I had done the night before, but I was just like so tired, and so by the time the wrestling event was actually on, that we were all gonna watch and everything, I was laying there watching it. I had actually kind of curled up on one of the couches, and it was explained to me that a lot of these matches, it seemed kind of phoned in, and that they were wrestling poorly, as it were, but I still was kind of bummed that I was like passing out on the couch, like my eyelids were just drooping down over and over again. But this was the point at which I kind of explained like what I liked about wrestling, and the guys were like, "Oh, you should be watching Chikara." And so later I would proceed to look up Chikara, and you guys, I really like Chikara. That is exactly what, like I would watch some amount of wrestling when I was little. It would be on like after the Saturday morning cartoons, and I would just go directly from the cartoons into wrestling for about an hour or whatever it was on. And I think Chikara is probably what my like sugared up 7-year-old brain thought that wrestling was. But like my vision of wrestling was Chikara, even though that wasn't happening on the screen. And so now to get to a point where I can look at like WWE and be like, wow, that hasn't aged well for what I want to see. But then I can go to Chikara and be like, yeah. So I was excited to find out that there are people wrestling in the spirit of what my 7-year-old Saturday morning mind still wants to see. And so I dug through some highlights and everything. But that was pretty cool. And it was really neat, seeing all the guys and kind of getting to see them in person and really have them leave St. Louis saying, we should just move here. We should all just quit our jobs and move here. But yeah, it was a great trip. It was a lot of fun getting to meet everyone in person. And from there, I've kind of continued to stay in touch with everybody, and Dungeons and Randomness has really taken off, and we're all having a fun time doing that.
Okay, let's get this over with. For those of you who may not know out there, myself and Michael Classic had a slap bet. What we did was it was just a fantasy draft of wrestlers, and we both picked a couple of teams, and At the end of 3 months, I believe it was, whoever had the most points got to hit the other one in the face. Very simple. Now, the entire reasoning for this was basically a very loose reason to go out to St. Louis. That's it. It was I mean, it could have been anything, but that's the excuse we used. It's like, well, I gotta go out to St. Louis. I gotta hit Michael. Along the way, we had this. We had a fundraiser on TWR, and we raised money to get Tom a plane ticket and get him out there, and it paid for some of our room and board. And we would hit little mile markers. So if we unlocked $50, this would happen. $100, 200. You get the idea. And several things got unlocked. Now, a couple of things we never got to, but I mean, as you saw here, that one day was gone. That Tom was sick, and that was gone. And then Sunday, I think we all just needed to unwind on Sunday after the Saturday thing. But I did get hit in the face a bunch because one of the unlocks was Michael gets the winner gets to hit the loser twice, and then we got further up, and then we got to around $1,000. And two things unlocked that me and Michael were kind of dreading was everyone in the room gets to hit the loser in the face once. And me and Michael had to kiss each other, which has ruined my chances for the presidency. I'm going to be honest. I can never run for president now. But we did it for you because we care, because we love you. So here is footage of me getting hit in the fucking face a lot, and we're just gonna talk about it one by one.
Okay. This is good. This is good. Right here is great, actually.
I just hit you in the ear.
Okay, so
I'm gonna lose my hearing.
I got a whore box out of.
So make sure you're getting to the video. Oh, Jason's up. Jason quit.
It's like a master lock challenge. No,
man, no.
Justin just said it's the master lock challenge. I have to get play-by-play here. So everyone, get ready. Okay, let me make sure that the video is good again. Oh yeah, okay, this is really good.
I'm more worried it's gonna be too weak of a slap that it's gonna hurt you.
This is really good. Okay, Michael.
Are you ready?
Yeah. You want to give a 3 count? We do it. We're doing on go. It'll be 3, 2, 1, and then go.
Okay.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Oh my God! That was so loud! That was so loud! Oh my God!
Don't charge me!
Jesus!
God damn it! Every fiber in my being wants to hit you back.
I can see it in your face!
Oh my God! That was
Let's see how the damage is.
It was so good!
Oh my God!
It was so good!
What's the damage?
Okay.
Oh fuck!
It was more fingers than it was hands.
He caught you in the neck.
There was a lot of hand in there, man.
Okay, so for everyone to know this, we are also filming this whole night here on. So you will get plenty of this video later. I say we save. We don't put any replays. I say we save that all for the documentary stuff.
Okay.
It'll give people a reason to watch the documentary. Although I think Justin TV saves it automatically, so you'll have that. I'll
delete it.
I think the next slap's gonna be a little lighter because my hand kind of stinks.
Yeah, you got time though.
That's what I'm saying. You got like an hour or two before.
You got a cold Gatorade there to heal up with.
Now it's vengeance for hurting your hand.
First slap with Michael. A little bit stronger than I thought he should have put it. Like I didn't think he should use that much strength. And especially since he was standing up and Jason was sitting down, he had height.
I was glad I got slapped because I didn't want to get slapped. I wanted to win that bet. I felt nervous for weeks going into it. Got close at the end, and I was like, God, no, I don't want to be slapped by all these people. And my plan going into it was, since I had 2 slaps, was the first slap I was going to ease into it, and then depending on how everybody else's slap was, would decide how hard my second one was. Well, apparently I don't know my own strength because I don't go around slapping people. And I gave him a pretty good slap, it seemed like, the first time.
Justin and I have done 3 slap bets before this. And it's an excuse to hit your brother in the face. It really is. And I've lost every single one. Every single one I've ever this makes 4. I have lost every single one. I have a streak going. And Justin is terrible at hitting me in the face. It always ends up hitting me in the ear, the jaw, the back of the head, like just wild, reckless swipes. And this time he wanted to hold the camera and do it at the same time. I guess he thought it would be a neat shot.
Let me position this correctly. So as you can see, Justin has a camera. He will be shooting this in first person. We will have the first ever first-person slap on the documentary. So this should be fantastic, people.
Wait, you're hitting me in this side of the face?
Yeah.
Well, that's not good for those people, right? Just
there you go.
How am I supposed to, like, push you? No, get away from my
use your
dog.
good hand, or have Michael film it.
No.
You can't be trusted.
It's fine. This is a different angle than you usually get. It's
Fine.
Okay. It's okay.
Ready? Can we get a countdown? Can we get a countdown?
Okay.
Can we get a countdown?
Okay.
God damn it. God damn it.
3, 2, 1, slap. Oh.
God damn it!
Sorry.
Why are you so fucking dumb?
You said to slap you on the left side, so I did.
In the fucking jaw, like right there.
It's not my fault.
Why are you so fucking dumb?
You know what the worst part about this is, though, is that normally you don't have people sitting here laughing at you in the same room. So now I'm afraid I kind of want to be like, oh, that was terrible.
I'm embarrassed for you, honestly. That's a like you've had several tries to get this right, and
I haven't tried with my left, Jace.
That's true. That's true.
Well, you haven't even done it right with
Then
the
you
left.
told me to like just swing at you like you're a bear.
Yeah, sure.
My slap once more, I think I caught mostly neck and throat rather than face because I was also recording it with my own phone.
So, because I mean, I don't know if you think about what you're off.
Take your fucking rings
It's
off.
on my left hand. That's where Wademan goes. We good?
Yeah.
You're not my pimp. You don't get to hit.
You don't just get to hit me.
I'll hit you with the rings on.
Okay.
Keep your head right there.
Right here?
No, Jason's head.
Oh.
Now he's good. He's trying to go back off the screen.
Just count me down.
Okay. Go on. Slap. 3, 2, 1, slap. Okay. 3, 2, 1, slap.
Oh God!
Hi, Dad. Hi.
Oh, that was fucking terrible.
Don't hold my fucking shoulder to stop me.
Hey, oh, you okay?
Hey.
No, give me a second. We're not okay.
I saw you. Now calm down. Let me comfort you, right? That's right. Slapped you.
I'm scared. I thought you were gonna
Are you okay? No, you slapped me, you idiot.
You asshole. I need 2 seconds to recover. I don't know. He suddenly hit me and it's like, stop. Are you okay? We're cool though, right?
All right.
I saw your face and my instinct was to hide
That's the face I saw, and I was like, what do I do?
Dan's slap to Jason was pretty funny. He cracked him, then he kept him there. It's like, no, you gotta listen to me though.
Going into the slap, going into me slapping Jason, my biggest concern, it was one of those issues where it's like, you don't want to go easy on him, but I don't want to hurt him. I didn't want to hurt Jason, you know, but I didn't want to be the weakest one either. So I was nervous in the sense too that it's like, I don't like hurting people, you know. I've been in one fight in my life. And it was when I was like 9, you know. I didn't have a brother that I pushed around. And so the idea of physically striking another human being was just odd and foreign to me. And I was also afraid that I was going to look like a girl when I slap, like I didn't know how I was going to slap. So I really tried to wind up and kind of give a real slap to him. I pulled back at the last second a little bit, There's definitely that instead of a follow through. It was more like that. I'm going to look at the camera for a second. Okay, I know the big thing was don't look at the camera, but I think for effect, I think it's needed. When I slapped Jason, and like when Michael slapped Jason, and when Justin slapped Jason, because they both went before me, there wasn't much of a reaction from Jason. It was like, oh, geez, oh, man, oh, God, that hurt, I don't know why, and I don't think I slapped harder than those two. Maybe I did, considering that Michael kind of took it easy on his first one, and then went harder on his second one. But I don't, but when I hit him, and he turned. So like I said, I'm gonna show the camera. So I smacked him in the face, and he turned his head like this, like down, and he hadn't done that big of a reaction for anyone else. So I see him like that, and I'm like, oh shit, I hit him way too hard, didn't I? And so I grab his shoulder. I'm like, Jason, are you okay? Like I was afraid like I knocked a tooth out or something. I don't know what's going on, because usually like when Justin slaps his ear, he's just like, oh fuck you, or something like that. But he was like quiet, like he didn't make a real like reply to me. So I put my hand on his shoulder and asked if he's okay, and he like Hulk Hogan, okay, like Hulk Hogan hulking up. Motherfucker, look, it was like the third time someone punches Hogan during that, because I put my hand on his shoulder and he went oof, like that. Like that's what it looked like. Just this monster emerged, and I freaked out and I didn't know what to do.
I've never been hit in the face that many times consecutively, and I'd have to weigh it out, but I'm not sure which is worse, because on Saturday Tom was in the hospital. And so we're missing Tom, Tyler, Sean. So normally we were doing this live show, and throughout the show, it would be like, okay, it's been like 20 minutes. Let's get another slap. 20 minutes, 20 minutes. So it's not that bad in terms of get hit in the face, get hit in the face, get in the face. But you have a lot of time to think about it. And it's like, oh, man, I'm going to have to get hit in the face in a few minutes. And it just keeps creeping up, creeping up. So there's the suspense of it. That's not great. But the Sunday was worse when Tom, Tyler, and Sean all got to just hit me in the face one after another. I just had to take it. So that was worse pain-wise. Dan, I don't know what it was about Dan, because Michael definitely hit me harder. But I think it was Dan trying to stop me from moving. There was something about that, and I don't know why. I don't know why that pissed me off. But yeah, that bugged me for just a split second. And it really is. If someone hits you in the face, your knee-jerk reaction is, I have to hit this person back. It's that fucking fight or flight instinct. And I know I'm not in any danger, and I know I lost a bet, and you have to sit there and take it. And it's, imagine being scolded like a child and being hit. It's like, okay, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to hit you, and you're going to have to sit still. But you're big enough to defend yourself, and it's weird. So yeah, that's kind of why I gave Dan a look or whatever. I don't remember doing that, but I don't know.
Okay, here we go. It's
Okay, 3, 2, 1, slap.
Oh, they want you to say the Sean line, Michael.
Oh. I'm shy. I'm sorry. I love you.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, slap. Oh!
I don't think that was just worse.
Oh, it looked worse. It looked worse.
The sound wasn't there, but it was a quiet one.
See, that's right. It sounded quiet.
Your face, by the way, your face is noticeably red. Like you can.
That's whisper tech right there.
What's his prettiness red right there? He's blushing because he has to
Not so much here or here.
He's blushing because he has to kiss you. That's what. No, I'm gonna hold it by Jason. If you want to come closer a little bit, so I can. There you go.
There you go.
No, he's not hitting me. He's hitting me last.
Oh, okay, Tyler or Tom. You're first.
You wait.
You paid for my pills.
You paid for
That's why you're first.
You sure,
All
Jason?
$13.
So I'm sorry if it's a little jittery and movie. I'm holding the camera here. You have to come over here, Tom. We're doing it. Jason here, you over there. So facing each other. I need someone here to look at the camera. This to make sure we're getting it.
I accept this with quiet dignity.
We're getting it then.
Hi. Yeah, I can't see in my glasses.
Oh, can you, Tom?
Yeah,
Are you
I'll
getting
be
this?
just off camera and I'll be kind of.
Okay.
We're not getting Jason.
Let's do a little. Let's get it.
There you go.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. That's good.
You ready, Jason?
I am miking the slap, everybody, just to let you guys know. Is he still in, Jones?
Just the quiet tension.
I got nowhere to go. Now, typically when I get hit, I need to stomp around. I got nowhere to go, so I just.
He's back on one foot.
Oh! Jesus! That is by far the Oh my God! Tom, what the fuck was that?
I grew up around that.
I'm gonna shake the fuck out of you. I swear.
Sean, come on over, Sean.
I was a little weak. I was a meek little orphan fighting through my scoliosis, and I tried to put a little pepper on it, but I gave you just a little left tap, and you took it fine. You were like, "Come on, you can hit me harder than that, Tom." So no, I hit him pretty hard.
Tom, can you go where Sean was? You can the video to make sure
That explains it.
Okay, are you doing left hand, Sean? Or?
I'm going right.
Okay, then face the other way. Face the other way. Switch around.
All right.
Switch around here.
Well, let's change the recovery.
Oh yeah, we're giving Jason the cover. Jason.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here, buddy.
Love you, Jason.
Was that the worst? Was that the hardest slap?
That was worse than Michael's.
Where the fuck did you find 200 extra pounds of force? Where did that come from?
That was really. Now, Sean, what's your approach here?
I don't know. This is the first time I've hit somebody. Other than my brother, I've never hit anybody.
Sean's a fucking accountant. How hard can you hit me, really? Don't.
Okay. Tom, is he it?
No.
Jason, you move closer. Jason, you move closer. Like closer this way. Yeah, there you go. Now he's in.
You should get a camera on how like Sean's
Sean
like
is
wrapping up. Just
Sean. Are you gonna slap him in the butt? What are you doing?
Try and hit me in the face.
practice strokes.
Tom caught my jaw under. Like, tasted bone for a second.
How are we looking, Tom? How's the camera going?
I can't fucking see.
Jason's and it come this way.
I'm fairly certain I don't have any vision in this eye anymore, man. Sure, I love you. I fucking.
All right, Jason. All right, right there. Don't move it.
Fuck! Wait, can I get a fucking countdown, by the way?
Oh,
yeah, I'm holding the mic. You guys gotta do that. Okay.
3, 2, 1, and slap. Slap on slap.
All right.
Okay.
I'm a human being with
Tom, we
emotions
still
and
good?
feelings. Just fucking
Tom,
remember that.
camera still good?
Yeah.
Ready, Jason?
3,
Dude,
2.
Are you gonna rock bottom? There's no fucking reason for all this.
He's doing Brock Lesnar jumps.
I've never seen Sean look so happy in his life.
Damn it, Sean. I'm not Michael. Remember, I'm not Michael. Sean, please. Remember, I'm not Michael. I'm going to fall on Justin.
Sean, you're a bitch.
3, 2.
Hold on. Let me just.
This is uncomfortable. 3. I'm sorry, Jason. 2, 1. Slap. Oh my god. Oh my god, that hit his eye. That looked like it hit his eye.
I feel bad for you, Jason. Sorry.
Okay, I think that's good enough. Another slap.
Oh, fuck you.
I don't think he can. Maybe you should get the other side, Tyler.
Yeah, fucking work on this side a little bit.
You want to take a break? You want to take a break?
Maybe a second. Maybe a nice. Just give me a second to cry this out.
Can I go sit in the bathroom and cry for a minute?
Camera guy right now.
Oh my
All right?
God.
All right.
Sean's slap was unique. It was not really so much the strike, it was the preparation dance. The shaman-esque, like jumping around and moving this hand a lot like he's charging up his ability.
Going into it, I was very worried about the slap. On one hand, I didn't want to come off as a wimp. But on the other hand, I really didn't want to slap Jason that hard because I have no ill will to Jason. This wasn't my bet. This wasn't any kind of issue I had towards Jason. And I would have felt the same way with Classic, although maybe to a greater extent I would have been more willing to slap Classic because of all the crap I've gotten throughout the years. But with Jason, I had no ill will. And then he had to make the comments about how I'm an accountant, so it won't hurt that hard.
I've thought a lot about that, because there was no fucking reason to say that. I like Sean. Sean takes a lot of shit. It's part of the format, though. It's part of their show. So he's on Shooting from the Hip with Dan and Michael, and they've known each other for fucking ever, years and years and years. They grew up together, basically. So, I had no reason to say that, and it is just. I think it was more. It's like in between all the hits to the face, you remember it's like, oh, okay, we're doing a live show, and I got to try to he's an accountant. How hard could he hit me? Forgetting for half a second that Sean is pretty much as big as I am, and it was not a smart play. I'll be honest.
And then at that point, there was just like a switch that went, and I didn't care. And I went through a few gyrations I'm not proud of. I have to admit I looked kind of stupid. But what are you gonna do? I was just gearing up for that slap, and it felt good.
Camera guy, Jason,
Sorry,
give you the
Jason.
mic. You can
I didn't
dance a
want
little
to
bit.
slap you.
Is crying okay? Like, is that cool? 'Cause
I do.
Jesus fucking Christ, I thought you guys were my friends.
Jason. I didn't want to slap you.
You set this weird bar now where each one of you have to hit me harder than the last one for some reason. And I don't know where. Let me see this. Yeah, there you go. Unfucking believable. I know that's showing up on camera. I can feel that shit.
Must be burning.
I really think
I didn't want to slap you, Jason. You paid for my pills, so I'm not going to slap you. You said go ahead.
You're going light on the second one.
Yeah,
now?
I do now.
Oh my God, Sean. Should be a fucking Muay Thai fighter or something. That's unnecessarily strong for being an accountant.
I think the reason it hurt so bad is because you just took a tablet.
I think it's most
Just
of my
the
feelings.
sheer crack of Tom's was just, oh my God. That was a good.
I know there's a few
It's
of
the
you.
soft hands.
Like, I don't know, like, okay.
I don't know what took over.
When you see me drop out of frame, it's because I'm falling to one knee. It's not an exaggeration. That is, I am fucking honest to God hurt. And that, like, it just, Jesus Christ. Like, if any of you have ever been hit in the face as a grown man, fucking Tom hit me hard. Let's just get this over with Tyler so I can fucking...
We're still friends, right, Jason?
Yeah, we're cool.
You need to put some cold water in your face or something.
Dude, ice pack, fucking bag of peas.
We'll get you
shit.
something, dude.
Do you want to get out of the way? If you wanted to get away, I'll hold the hammer.
Yeah, that's a good
Be
idea.
on the left side at least, man.
Left side?
Motherfucker, just work with me
I don't
here,
know if I
Tyler.
have as much power behind my left hand.
That would be terrible. That would just be terrible.
Where do you want to take the slap? There, or you want to move?
Well, there's a table in between. That could be disastrous.
I need a little.
You can backhand him on the left side. No, that's... You'll hurt him. Don't do that.
Do we get that? Tom?
Yeah, Jason's a pretty.
Hang on, there we
That's
see.
your big hit.
I can't see anything. I seriously can't.
Fucking Tyler. So, I don't know when this happened, but the bet was between myself and Michael. And somehow, this became some fucking twisted countdown in Tyler's mind, because somewhere along the line, I slighted him. I can't think of one thing I've ever said to him that could be even possibly misconstrued as an insult. Ever. Not once. And he's harbored some real dark feelings for me for a long time now, because weeks and weeks and weeks leading up to the St. Louis trip on his show, I can't wait to slap Jason. I can't wait to, even before I'd lost. He hoped I lost so that he can hit me in the fucking face. And the entire time we're at the weekend, we're out to dinner or something like that. Oh man, this hamburger's good, but not as good as hitting you is going to be. Like, everything. Like, he would just fucking remind me. You heard in the card game earlier where he just had to say something. He constantly, the entire weekend. So this became some weird twisted build-up to Tyler getting to hit me in the face. And never has someone gotten such orgasmic pleasure as that big corn-fed fuck did in hitting me in the face.
I can't say it wasn't gratifying. I can't lie to anybody and say that I didn't enjoy it. I mean, it's not often. I would say by the time you become an adult, it's pretty much impossible that you're going to find someone and you're going to be able to slap another man in the face with pretty much no repercussions. And my slap was the one that tended to get, I don't know quite how to word it, hatred behind it. Not really from me. There wasn't like a whole lot of animosity behind it, despite what Jason and everybody and Dan and everybody else says. There wasn't a whole lot of animosity behind it.
You seriously want me to
think we detached one of your corneas?
Work with me here, Ty. I know you want to dislocate my jaw. I seriously feel like we can't.
Come on, you corn-fed shithead! Come on, man. Just work with me. Just
I didn't fucking know.
Come on, man.
Tom went from like, oh man, we're cool. You bought my pills. Blah 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 blah. Nope.
Shoot, smack.
I didn't even get a countdown with Tom. That was the worst thing. All right, fuck it.
I mean, you're just like.
I feel really bad.
I'm gonna taunt the shit out of him, and that's
We
come
good,
on,
right?
man.
Work. Huh?
Well, everything's on camera, right?
I guess.
What?
I see a blur with ball.
No, everything's good, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's really
Let me make sure I got the right angle here. All right.
Your whole fucking. It's covered in the whole side of my head. That's my ear.
His hand's as big as your head, dude.
We got ice packs.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay,
cool. I was
are you
partially joking.
You need it. You want me to do a countdown?
Nice.
He's making me do it with my non-dominant hand.
You already took some.
That's not very nice.
I didn't want to do it. They said I had to.
I didn't want to either.
He's the one who's been taunting me for the last year and a half.
I didn't know this is leading to this. If it was leading to a physical confrontation, I never would have.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do this thing.
Your
Don't
fucking
hit the
head
computer.
is massive.
Don't hit the computer. Don't hit the computer.
This dislocates my jaw. I'm gonna be upset.
Okay.
Back to the emergency room.
3, 2.
Dude, come on with the fucking golf wind up. Just fucking slap me. Don't put torque into it.
Okay.
Trying to be fancy.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Slap.
Oh shit! That was mean.
That was not cool.
You took it too far.
You crossed the line.
Give him that ice pack.
Put a towel around it.
That's not being funny. That's not.
It's not fun anymore.
I just watched a murder happen.
I love you, Jason.
There's something about that
I
one
have
that
lots of
wasn't funny at all.
Tylenol upstairs.
Here, we'll stop
That's
screaming.
gonna cure my deafness.
Those are horrible.
My hand's still like what?
Oh.
Hey, I didn't slap
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I need to separate you from the rest of the boys.
I may murder someone, dude. It's that takes everything in you not to fucking swing back. That takes everything.
That was really bad. That was really bad. There was some hatred. There was some vitriol in that slide.
Tyler left his feet.
Jesus Christ. He
Like he was swatting a basketball out of the air.
He did a tornado spin.
Yeah, I saw him. He did. Yeah, there was a tornado spin before. It was a roaring slap to Jason's face.
I got shocked up.
Jesus.
You threw yourself on the stairs.
Yeah.
I'm really glad now I didn't lose.
Man, you two hug or
I'm
something.
sorry. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
I'm not ready. Punch me if I get too close.
You want me to close this thing down here?
Just this may be my last slap bet for a while.
That's probably a smart idea.
You never win them, just stop.
I never win. I never win like this.
So this is the first slap bet that I was around for. So it was a pretty big thing. The first slap was entertaining, funny. But then we got to Tyler, and there was so much hate and malice behind that hand. Seriously emotional. I didn't realise how evil Tyler was. I mean, I just always thought of the gentle giant, but the hate. I still can't believe it.
Tyler's slap was a little bit too mature for that situation. He wound up for way too long, and then when he struck him like this with a cup on his face for maximum pain.
But the worst part about it was when he tagged him, he gave his patented Tyler cackle. Nah, nah. And that just made it worse. And you could see, I don't know, it was so much Jason's face was red because we've bursted all the capillaries in his cheek meat, or he was seething with rage and he wanted to pounce on Tyler. But Tyler really took that hit personally, and he just fucking laid into Jason.
That was a situation where it was really good that there's a room full of people and a live show going on. I've never been so pissed off in all my life. That's probably not true, but in the moment, the only thing I could think of was punching Tyler in the face. Just punching him in the face. It would have felt so good. I was mad for like 2 weeks, and it's one of those things like, haha, that was really funny. And you just start thinking about it. That was, man, it really pissed me off.
How often do you get to slap a man in the face, and he just has to take it? It's such a rare thing, and I took full advantage of that. And I don't know why, but I thought like everyone else seemed to have this open palm slap like that, and I don't know why I thought that cupping my hand kind of like that's pretty much how I slapped him, was like cupping my hand like that. I thought maybe that would be slightly less hurtful. I mean, I guess like the open hand is like not as painful as like cupping it.
No, no. We got an outside perspective. I want to get her.
She's not outside. What did I do?
No. First off, I think say what you said on Facebook.
What?
They said thank you to everybody.
Oh yeah, thank you guys for moving my TV.
Oh.
Even though you got your ass beat.
So your view on what you just saw here.
That was really fucking mean.
How is it that it was absolutely... Hang on.
You're ginormous.
I don't know. There was something about...
No. How is it that it's absolutely hilarious to everybody else, and I get fucked with the most out of everybody on this network, and as soon as I do, it's like, dude, that's not funny.
Because I've never hit you in the fucking face, you dickhead.
There was never hit anybody else.
Okay, look, I don't know. There was something about it when everyone else did it where it was like, oh, well, I mean, Jason, it hurt. But, but there was something about that hit.
Did he drop to his knees every other time or not?
I went deaf for 2 seconds in this ear. I swear to God. Like, you hit me all ear. I don't know if the camera's picking this up.
Camera's off.
Well, that's definitely not. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying that there was hatred in that. There was.
There was no hatred in mine, Jason.
No, I was just showing off. That was
that's the thing.
Look how hard I can hit him.
I don't know what it was. It was just like...
I know, Black.
You know what it was? Honestly, here's honestly what it was. You fucking cupped your hand, dude.
Yeah, you did. You cupped your hand.
Cupped your hand.
But that
Everyone else was
bad.
Oh, yeah, it does, man. There's some air in there. You cup that hand and you just like when you just go and your hand goes limp and shit like that. It can at least form fit the face. The cup, you might as well punch him at that point.
He was putting torque into the.
I didn't put torque into it.
Like a boxer.
Keep your head on the swivel.
Like it. Well, let me read some of this.
Axel Foley likes the kiss better. Glitterfist wants to know if you can donate $5 so you two can kiss now.
No, I'm good.
Lewis said no more slap
he
bets
deserves
ever.
a kiss for that one.
So, let's vote right now. Let's vote. Jason hits Tyler now, right?
Wait, what the
fuck? That's unanimous.
fucking nuts.
Tyler put his hand up. You saw that, right? Yeah, Tyler was like, "You're right." I did
volunteered.
He's like balling up his fist too while he's
That's involuntary.
This might you might get slapped and it might have nothing to do with the bet. This is gonna be out in the alley. This is gonna.
I'll wait till you go to sleep tonight.
He's just gonna down you.
He's gonna wake up and.
Now you have to take them to the airport. You owe him that much.
He's gonna be getting out of your car. He's just gonna lean in.
I'm not a violent guy, or I would have charged someone in the midst of all that.
I ran up and like hugged you because I didn't want you to swing on me. I'm like,
Jakey said Jason is now bloodied.
Just bleeding from the ear.
Proverbial crimson mask.
Well, no, you lost 50% of your HP. So.
That's why as soon as he went down, I was just like, I'm gonna get behind this pillar now.
I say we wrap it up, folks.
Yeah. Let's do that thing.
Okay. The kiss. Me and Jason's kiss. Okay. Now you can see how nervous I am talking about it. Reliving the moment. It's so exciting. Like people going into it, people were making a lot more bigger deal than I thought it was because it was like, it's like Dan said. If you don't think you're gonna like it, then there's no big deal. It's just a kiss. It's a kiss. It's no worse than when you're a kid kissing your father or something like that.
So at the $1,000 mark for the fundraiser we had, and it was tossed out as a joke. It was like, oh, we raised $1,000, I'll kiss Michael. And then we did. And then we kind of were men of our word, and the many listeners would not let us forget that. They banded together and set aside a portion of their salaries to do this. Thank you. Thank you very much, by the way. So, immortalized for however long the internet is, and however long people want to see this, is myself and Michael having to kiss. Now, what was worse than the slaps on Saturday night, getting hit and then doing some more show, then getting hit, doing some more show, was looming over all of that was the looming threat of that kiss at the end. And we kept putting it off, and then eventually it's like, all right, we got to do this. And it wasn't even that big a deal. It was just, well, we got to do this. People are going to watch, and we already know they're screen grabbing it. We already know Glitterfist alone still uses that as her avatar. Nice animated GIF. Yeah, so we put it off as long as we could, and then it was no big deal, but it was all the hype. It was definitely all the hype behind it, leading up to it, like the 2-3 months leading into it. That was the worst.
Yeah, hopefully it's time. We can't keep them waiting any longer.
No, fuck! I don't want to do this. Okay. Can we not do this?
It's too late now.
No one ever asked that before.
It's too late now.
Okay,
Can
you
we
don't.
have a reprieve?
You want your money back? It might take some time. But...
This only has another 5 minutes into it.
Okay, 5 minutes. So
He's got 5 minutes left on the camera.
There's another camera. It's digital. We have an infinite amount. Of...
Here, I'll make
okay,
this. I'll make this easy on you guys. Okay. Here we go.
What are you making easy on us?
Get you in the mood.
How did you not see that coming? You step on a landmine, it's gonna blow up.
Let's just get it over with, so it's done with, because I don't think we're gonna get out of it.
No. All right.
Okay.
All right, make it sexy.
Are we?
You're in frame. I'm gonna hit record.
Wait, I get the other side.
Which way's your head tilting? Because like, we actually have to do this mechanic. What? That means I'm on the camera more than you.
Yeah.
I think you should be.
Right now they're discussing which way their head should tilt.
Why do we? This is dumb. This is a dumb problem. Why do we do this?
Okay.
4 minutes.
So, we only have 4 minutes left on video. They have
You're taller than me. You're the aggressor. So just lean in. Just go ahead.
God, here it is.
You. I just remembered. I had to put my dice down. You, like, it was like a thug romance. Like, you came in classic like a cholo. You probably like mugged at him like this, and you were like.
The lead in. You made the bet.
And you accepted, so you lean in.
No.
Here it is.
No, you lead in.
Come on. Ready?
Let's do it.
It was the hair that fucked me.
Enjoy your new lifestyle.
I like.
Now people are gonna complain about it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's too quick. Make it sexier.
God, I want to get stiff.
20% sexier.
I like that we both had the class to not wipe our mouths off after we were talking.
I should have going.
Upload. Wow, that happened, people.
Not as gay as I thought. Let's do it again.
I kind of like that. Hold on, wait.
Who's that gay now?
Who else has a boner? Nope, just me. Okay.
Cookie does, apparently.
Okay, good. It's still, though, the build up to it, knowing you're kissing a dude is just kind of weird. And, I think the worst part was afterwards, where the reaction where I just go down laughing because it tickled. The mustache and the goatee, it just tickled. And I was like, I don't see how ladies do this with people with hairy faces.
Man, like you guys are cool as shit, and I miss you guys. We totally have to do it again. Like you guys are cool. And it's it kind of made it different. Like, you know, your friends, like your online friends, you have internet friends, and they're, you know, just as good as your regular friends. But meeting you guys just makes it a little different because you have like you have context to the voices, you know. So yeah, we totally have to do that again.
The interesting thing for me was it was a long drive. It felt like a long drive there and a much shorter drive back. I kind of thought it would be the other way around, where it would be a really quick drive to get to St. Louis, and then it would just be the longest drive back. And it both took pretty much the same amount of time, but it just kind of felt like after hanging out with them, after hanging out with everybody, I didn't really want to go back, and I think Jason is still very much gung-ho about moving to St. Louis just so he can hang out with everybody. But it was, you know, it still took me 6 hours there and back. It just, I don't know, it just sort of felt like it didn't take as much time to get there, to get back, as it did getting there.
That I wish that there had been more time. And honestly, though it goes against the whole principle of what we were here for, I wish there was nothing to do with wrestling with it. That it was just a matter of we got to hang out and do the things that we got to do. You know, I wish there had been more time for us to play the video games that we were playing or playing the board games that we were playing. Just hanging out would have been fun and not having to do anything that was with wrestling. I know that's the purpose of TWR Con, was because that's what the whole website and everything was about. But just hanging out with guys that you like was the bigger deal.
Going to St. Louis for like 2-3 days, however long we were there, was fun. Like, it was a vacation. Like, that's how I looked at it. And it was nice to see people that I don't see every day, or really ever before.
I thought it was going to be an exciting weekend. It was even more exciting than I thought because everybody gelled really well. It really, like, I would have called every one of them my friend before, but afterwards I could really say, like, they're my friend. If we lived in the same place, we would be hanging out all the time. It would make watching pay-per-views a lot more enjoyable when they suck. And it was really sad when everybody had to say goodbye that night.
I really miss it. I don't have any local friends. I just don't. The people I've connected with are scattered across the globe. And there seems to be a bunch of them in St. Louis, and I want to go to there. I got a taste of it, man. I want more. I want to be able to go out and go to a movie with friends, or do this, do that, hang out, watch a pay-per-view, play a board game, that kind of thing. It just, I got a taste of it. I want more, man. I really do. And if ever I saved up a comfortable enough nest egg of cash to move to St. Louis, I would do it. And at the very least, next year we got to do this again. Maybe for Dungeons of Randomness, I would love to do that too. That's awesome. I'm not really as connected to wrestling before. I don't really have a wrestling show anymore. So I mean, the big thing would be that if we were to do that again, there wouldn't be so many things hanging over our head. I absolutely appreciate listeners donating. I absolutely I like interacting with our listeners and stuff, but that was a massive checklist to try to complete in 3 days. That was pretty ballsy. We got a good amount of it done, but yeah, it bothers me that we didn't complete everything. And the next time we do something like that, I want it to just be hanging out with friends, and I'd like it to be for like a week, something like that. But yeah.
Okay, so if we took everybody that was here that weekend and put them in a house and had a reality show based on it, it'd be really boring because there wouldn't be a lot of conflict. I think the conflict would actually come up eventually between people who already knew each other. Like, I think Justin and Jason that'd be interesting, and like Michael and Sean, it'd be interesting seeing those guys live in a house together. Tyler eventually would beat us all up. Just at some point, Tyler would snap and just leave or start taking people out. Because I think Tyler, like, going out of that weekend, there was a strong feeling for me that Tyler wasn't going to talk to any of us anymore. Because Tyler became the punching bag. I'm sure that Sean felt very relieved that weekend that he didn't have to take as much shit. Because Tyler took the brunt of it. And I kind of felt bad after a while. Because I could tell it was kind of getting to Tyler. But then I didn't feel bad anymore after he slapped Jason. So, I would love for there to be another meeting of all of us, but if we did it, I wouldn't want it to be based with wrestling at all. I wouldn't want to take money from anybody to get it done. In my mind, the best thing that we could do is meet somewhere neutral. Because I think one of the biggest things that I missed out on is I kind of wished I could have been in that hotel room. I kind of wish I could have been there with that. And living here and having my house here and all that. It's neat because I got to go home every night. But at the same time, it's it would have been neat to have that little bit of extra time with those guys. And, have the kind of awkward moments where it's okay, who's going to sleep where? Who's sleeping with who? So let's go head to toe, guys. I don't want to sleep on the chair. Or let's figure out a way to get this done. And that uncomfortableness and that weirdness, all kind of like ends up with everyone being closer. And so in an ideal world, honestly, we could do something bigger. We could have listeners come in. We can make it 4 or 5 days. Maybe have one day dedicated to like doing shows and doing that kind of stuff for people. But then the rest of the time being able, like, I'd like to meet more people. I'd like to be able to meet Brian or Paul. You know, I'd like to be able to meet these guys, the FTW guys, or even, you know, even guys that haven't been around for a while, like Shane, or, you know, something like that. Like, I'd be interested in meeting some of these people. Glitterfists, you know. And then the listeners, too. Leonard Taylor seems like an awesome guy. Mark Jones, you know, seems like a good guy. Even Zeus, you know, like, when he's old enough. You know, I really would like to get in a situation where all of us can just kind of hang out. Not have to worry about the network, not have to worry about, you know, is something going live at the right time, or do we have to cover this pay-per-view, or, you know, as much as I love wrestling, the relationships and our interactions with each other, that's the thing that's more important. So.